Pre-stream dance. Pre-stream dance. Gotta get up with the pre-stream dance.
Oh, yeah.
Pre-stream dance. Pre-stream dance. Gotta get down with that pre-stream dance.
To start doing the peace signs. Whatever. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. We're live. The internet can totally see you now. Hello, everyone! Welcome back to the stream. My name is Hedgehog. Today, I am joined by my three weirdo friends. First off, we have James Best. Hello, James.
Ow.
Hi!
Hi. Yeah, I couldn't hear you. You cut out. We also have Alamis, the meme queen.
Hello!
And we have Sugar Daddy Dragon.
I'm here.
Hello. You are here. All right, so today we're continuing Homestuck. For those of you who have not, who were not here at the last stream, I will be voicing Rose Lalonde, James will be voicing John Egbert, Dragon will be voicing Dave Strider, and when we finally get to her, Alamis will be voicing Jade Hurley. All right, so last time on Homestuck, what happened? A kid dicked around in his bedroom for 3 hours. He started a game, and he has a friend called TG who's helping him with that game. In that game, she can move things around his house. So the game is in real life somehow.
Did you say Rose was TG?
Yeah, her isn't her name TG?
TT.
TT?
TT.
Sure about that.
She's tentacle therapy.
Oh, that's right. She is.
Dave
TT.
is turn tech godhead.
That's right. She is TT. Okay.
Wow,
I know,
slacking.
I know. I'm a fake fan. I'm a fake fan. So, TT can move stuff around his house. And she fucks up his house and his bathroom and shit. And there's a timer counting down, and a meteor's about to strike John's house. But TT has lost her internet connection. So now we cut to my character. Finally,
you missed one crucial part of last stream.
What is that?
Grayman 2003. Rose is Monica.
No comment. No comment. No comment.
Oh yeah, and Diad. You missed Diad too.
Oh yeah, Diad. We got Diad in here. Diad. All right, everybody, here we go. So let's get fucking rocking. All right, let's get out of the way. I'm also gonna get rid of my face cam as well. It's not in the way. Bye-bye.
Immersion.
Oh yeah, Pencil Tip Workshop's Rosica drawing, which has now become the cursed image.
Cursed image.
And I still request you make it an emo on the channel, on the server.
No.
It needs to be cursed image.
Maybe I'll crop it and...
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, here we go. Finally, I get to be introduced. All right. A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. This has severed her link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish a connection somehow. This young lady is named? It's on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again? Enter name. Blighty Broad! No, that wasn't it. One more time. Rose Lalonde. Ding, ding, ding. There we go.
Are you telling me it is not Flighty Broad?
It is not Flighty Broad, unfortunately. Examine room.
Rats.
And now here we all realize that besides the knitting, Rose is literally me, and it's really sad. Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, you're without electricity, although your laptop computer still functions on battery power. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat sensitive about it. You have a fondness for the bestly strange and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. God damn it. You also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess. And on occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. What will you do?
Hedgehog.
Yes.
Since you like to bully me for getting words wrong, you said sensitive instead of secretive back there.
Oh, forgive me. I'm wearing contacts, and the text does weird things to my eyes. All right. Retrieve arms from the purple box. The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Writhe like a flagellum and puke on your bed. Ugh, what a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Blah! Stroke writing journal and mutter, my precious. You would only resort to such an embarrassing activity while no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only. Get violin. Yes. You capture log the violin, storing it in the root card of your Sylladex. Play a haunting refrain on the violin. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's a masterpiece.
Beautiful, Rose. Not quite as iconic as the piano, but close enough.
No.
You waste approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time management skills there, sweetheart. James, this is not you.
Tell Liv Tyler you love her before impact. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear, sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn blue-collar, salt-of-the-earth father. Then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud.
Captchalogue knitting supply bag. You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card under the violin per the tree modus's alphabetical sorting method. K is greater than V. Does this need... Do you think we should explain this as well, Dragon? Just all those who... Drumming? Like...
Oh, so... Okay, we covered it sort of last stream. Yes. But for all those who weren't there last stream... looking at you. All of their fetch modi are based off of... why can I not think of... They're based off of fucking, like, programming, like, organizations, like tree and stack and basically what tree is just when an object is beneath another object, you can't access you can access any object, but it'll collapse the rest of the objects with it. So like if she just capture like the knitting underneath the violin, if she grabbed the violin, the knitting would be destroyed because it's underneath the violin, etc.
Excellent.
It's a lot of programming mumbo jumbo because Hussey is an intelligent man.
Ah, yes, he is. Very much so. All right. Thank you very much. Look out window. Your panoramic window offers a view to your yard below and the mausoleum housing your dead cat Jaspers, who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with the spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthful, innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least, that is how you have come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make out a silhouette of the laboratory next door, a facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet signal. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house, perhaps if you seek higher ground. Get laptop. You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. L is less than V, L is greater than K. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Sylladex auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items comprise the leaves. K is less than L, V is greater than L. Examine book on desk. This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few. How true that is. Take book. You take the grimoire. G is greater than L, G is greater than K. Go explore the house. You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. She must know how much you detest them, and there is no doubt in your mind she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you'll be able to connect from up there. Excuse me. Your mother's room is also in that direction. You will have to watch your step. Tiptoe to the...
Eshok, 7 with the dono.
Oh, thank you, Eshok, so very much. What does it say? Let me double check.
How's everyone doing tonight?
How's everyone doing tonight? Well, thank you very much, Eshok. We're all doing...
I'm chilling with the best 4 people that anyone could have, so I'm doing great.
Oh, shucks. Thanks, James.
Me, Elena, Dragon, and...
Rose Lalonde.
Rose Lalonde, that's right. That's right. Of course. All right.
And Monica, you're right.
And Monica. Absolutely. All right. Tiptoe to observatory. You approach a juncture in the hallway. Beyond the juncture is the observatory. Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh. All right, sneak by. Ah, yeah. Mama's gone.
Arms.
This door leads to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time. Go through door. The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend. Hurry up to that observatory. Here I am. Try to connect. You first put your laptop down on the floor to get it situated, but removing it from the root card causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor. See what you can observe. You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can't take a moment to peek through the huge telescope. I found an error, Hussy. Hussy, there's an error right here. Shh, could we take a moment?
What is the error?
Yeah, what's the error?
It says that doesn't mean you can't take a moment to peek through the huge telescope, but it just says you can't take a moment.
Oh, right.
That's it. We're done. We're
can't
not reading
this.
Homestuck.
Nope, we're not
Homestuck is not. It's trash.
It's absolute garbage.
We're moving to problem sleuth.
That's right. You find a gap in the clouds. It seems a flurry of smaller meteoroids are streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it is somewhat disconcerting. Stack laptop on Grimoire to maximize elevation. You'll need every advantage you can get.
Madachu 1995 says, we knew already that it's trash.
This is true. Access laboratory Wi-Fi network. There are several signals being broadcast from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. You select the signal and reconnect to the game with John. I'm back!
Hurry up and open my door. Not that it even matters. I think I'm probably dead no matter what.
Patience, you still haven't used the new totem.
Huh?
I believe it will create the item on the punch card.
What is it, like an apple or something? What good would that even do?
We'll see. I found no evidence that anyone has successfully created the item, and the content of the card appears to be variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy-locking thingin' sick.
Do we have enough of those building jewels to make it?
According to the Athenium, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance in my view. Now off you go. Remove door from hinges. There goes the rest of your build grist. Put bathtub back. You probably should have just done this in the first place.
To Alchemiter. Got to get those stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel sprite is getting awfully worked up about all this.
Remove blocks. You store the perfectly generic objects in the in your Fernalia registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time. Poof.
Take bite of apple.
Here we go, folks.
Oh yeah.
This is so intense.
I know, right?
Homestuck, finding a way to make the most unintense things intense.
Absolutely.
Take a bite of your apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Act 1. Poof.
Here it is, folks.
Look at, here it is. Here's where it goes. Here's where it go. Shh. All right, Dragon. Ahead.
Oh, is this me?
Yeah, it's you. Remember?
Oh, it is me.
It is
It is
you.
me, that's right. Years in the future, but not many. A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in the sun-bleached dust.
And I'm going through the comics.
Oh, I forget that there's the link there. Open.
Yeah, I encourage everyone watching out there to follow along with us on the actual Homestuck. I forgot to link it again because I'm an idiot, but it's literally just homestuck.com.
Now needs to be
follow
triggered.
along with us. Okay. All right,
She hasn't had a single line.
I gotta say really quick. I saw Con Air because Arthur Solo introduced it to me because of Homestuck. Better than Face Off. GG would watch again. 10 out of 10. I still have to watch it. Haven't seen it. Oh my god, no! No!
Have fun.
Fuck! Alright, here we go, everybody. Gonna kill me. Let's do this shit. Alright. Suburb Beta Walkthrough, version 1.0, April 13th, 2009, by Tentacle Therapist. 0000, or that's O, I don't know. Caveats and condolences. God, fucking go. I hate this so much. Posse, go die in a hole. I'd be inclined to dispense with the trite, even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, I'll forgo the inscrutable ASCII banner, which typically heralds the striking freefall of these documents. I'll also resist the urge to brandish any copyright marks, or the particular neurosis that concerns itself with the theft of the utterly mundane. I'll allow other deranged prospectors to stake claims on their worthless plots as the woods burn around them. My introduction will be sparse. Ha! There will be no majestic prose blustering into the sails of a galleon as we embark on this voyage together. Nor will there be any ham-fisted prose whipping its limbs under a bedsheet like a retarded ghost for that matter. I won't set the stage, or dim the lights. The mood, you will see, will be set soon enough. Since you are reading this, chances are you have installed this game on your computer already. If this is true, like many others, you've just participated in bringing about the end of the world. But don't beat yourself up about it. There was never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now, as I type, and as you read. I have come to understand that we were always doomed through our collective ignorance, and now further doomed by those few who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you'll be among the smaller subset of the latter who are successful. What I mean is, while that game you installed is just one more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's crypt, it is also your only hope to live. I'm presently faced with the same conundrum as you, and though I speak with more experience, my own outcome is far from assured. I will play the game, so much of it as there is to play, and record my findings here. If you want to live, you will do as I instruct. My condolences. TT. Fuck you, Hasi. It's so hard to get through. Ugh. So I originally did a video on that, and when I did, it took me literally about 20 minutes to record that because I had to stop and go back so many times. Uh-oh.
Here we go. Welcome to the realm of Uncle Vincent.
Oh my god.
Dad.
I was drinking. Why did you... I almost choked. Uh-oh.
Calm down.
Uh-oh. Yeah,
Yes,
Gray
the
Man.
music in this
Gray
is
Man,
phenomenal.
You will now be obsessed, Gray Man. It's too late.
Yeah, the music is really good.
It really is.
So for everyone who's not aware, again, I mentioned it last stream, but I'll mention it again because there's new people. The guy who made Undertale, Toby Fox, made a lot of the music for this webcomic.
And not only him, but
And
the whole
you know
team.
how he is with music.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Mhm.
But, you know, he's one of the bigger ones because I know
Yes.
he made quite a bit of music
I
for
think
it. So.
overall
Hey,
he's probably
Hedgehog.
made about a third of it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes,
Game
Jim?
Boy Production 17 says, "Can you say Shrek is life in Monica's voice?"
I can say Shrek is life in Rose's voice.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Shrek is life. Here you go. If anybody
You
else
set
wants a
yourself
line...
up for that,
I
Jug.
know, I did. Well, I did purposely.
One back there.
If anyone else wants a line request, I'll do one a
It's
night
going.
maybe for streams, but from now on, you'll have to donate to the Patreon to get a line request. Ooh. You donate $10. If you
Ooh.
donate $10 or more a month, you get a line request from me every month. I've gotten some pretty crazy ones up till now. They're really funny. So go do that. Fuck yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah, you never pointed out the bottom of the stream.
I did not. It's
The
there,
green
though.
bar.
The green bar is there.
It's there, but no one pays any attention to it until
course
you
they
reference.
Yeah, you better shout it out.
Yo, there's a bar down there. I have a Patreon. If you want to support me and all this shit I do, like, 'cause I'm trying to make a living off this. It's hard, but I'm doing it. If you want to get special benefits, like special role in the Discord server to our patron-only chat, which is often dead, but when it does get going, it gets going. You can get line requests once a month. You can get your name on my videos. If you donate an obnoxious amount of money to me, you can get your original character in Edie Valley. You can also get story requests as well. John Humble says, sounds fake. Ha, ha. But the best part of all is that my patron money helps pay James and Alamis.
Yes, pay us.
I'm poor as shit.
Literally, I am also a college student, and even though I don't spend as much time on this channel as Hedgehog, I need muns.
Like,
I need
please
some months.
help me keep my friends
That's a
around.
lot of
'Cause
months.
they'll abandon me. That's a lot of months. And I wish I would pay
Oh, no.
Dragon.
Does
They
Tim
won't
really
let me.
accept months?
No, we're not going there.
Nope.
Keep going, Dragon. It's you. Fucking go.
Boy.
And I
I
think
said boy. Now
yeah.
it's
I think
James again.
You read. This is a weird exception, but James, you read the text on the pages because the line commands are being told by someone else now.
Okay. The kernel divides. The two halves go in their separate ways.
Oh, we already finished that
Yeah,
one.
we finished that
We
one.
did?
We just said boy.
Wait,
I did.
yeah, I just said boy.
Boy.
I don't remember.
He just said,
reading
boy!
it. Okay.
Boy.
Boy.
What is left of the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment, you thought you heard someone say, boy, as if whispering. I had to slip the Kratos in there.
Boy.
Boy. As if whispered in the periphery of your awareness. It was probably just your imagination, though.
Just to say, Reddit.
Oh yeah, by the way, the drinking game continues. Every time Jay messes up a word, you take a shot.
That's right.
Wasn't just a Homestuck word?
Yeah,
Well,
it's just a Homestuck
any
word.
word in this webcomic is a
Boo!
Homestuck word.
Dragon, your logic is bad.
I know his logic is.
That's
so
fair.
flawed. His logic is so flawed. So Cascaden and Travis Angry will get absolutely drunk off of their minds.
Oh yeah, anyone who plays along is going to die.
Okay.
Please, I don't recommend.
Please don't. Just do it with water. Before you continue, Redx Phone says you guys begging for money is quite entertaining. I agree.
All right, so the rest
Please
of the
give us
stream, the
money.
entirety until 10 o'clock is going to be, or 10 Eastern, is going to be us begging for money. So
That's
guys, throw in your
Money,
best money.
please! Please! Money!
Please, Mr. Obama!
Please
can I
give
have
me
some
money
more?
to give to them.
Please! Please, Mr. Obama!
Dead Paris.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Mr. Obama, please!
Mr. Obama!
Okay, we gotta go, guys.
Trump, please give me a full loan of $1 million.
Matachu says dance for us. Dance for the money. Okay.
I used to work in that profession. No,
I'm
just
dancing.
kidding.
Give me money. I'm dancing. Okay, I'm done.
I wouldn't do that gesture if I were you. That's easily photoshoppable.
Oh, I'm sure. It is.
Anyway, let's continue.
Go ahead.
You there, boy.
What?
Boy,
What?
listen to me, boy.
Okay, so.
His
yeah.
name is...
Go ahead, James.
Wait, James, did you finish that line?
No, Hedgehog
No, I
interrupted.
Because you can play
Oh.
it. You can play it on the old Flash version, but we're not going to because it doesn't work well half the time. So go ahead.
His name is John, you nincompoop.
Boy, who is John? Do as I say.
Boy who is John to do.
Obey my commands, John boy.
Those commands would be...
I would like the boy to interact with his environment in a constructive manner.
Maybe you should be a little more specific.
Have the boy assess his current situation.
Can't have the boy do that. Tell him to do it yourself.
Very well.
Okay. Okay.
Equals greater than.
That instruction does not do anything at the moment.
Equals greater than.
Could you please turn the controls over to a more competent user? Amazingly sophomoric. Also, you almost spelled salad in there.
I did. Oh, it's a choice.
Which one do I...
What do we... Okay, I think we need to go to what's that first, because that's page... Oh yeah, this is just more of the... This is more of the talking we can do if we want, but let's not. Boy could almost...
I love the talking.
Oh, you can do the talking then.
Talking.
You can do the talking then. Good.
All right. Oh my god, voice crack. Jesus Christ. I'm 12 again.
Hold on, excuse me. Eshok says the fuck hedge has both shoulders exposed. How indecent. Unsubscribe. Oh my god. My shoulders.
What do you mean?
Exposed.
That's for subscription.
I know,
right there.
right?
That is to get people to subscribe.
Yeah, clearly that's what I'm doing. I'm clearly showing shoulder because I want people to subscribe because I'm so attractive?
Yeah.
You think I'm attractive, Draco?
Does Dragon say, what's that?
I did. And I voice cracked while doing it, so I had to drink water.
Now, after you bit that apple, your whole house seemed to be transported somewhere. Then the apple disappeared, and the Colonel Sprite underwent a transformation. Aside from the change in appearance, the transformation doesn't seem to have any relevant ramifications. You still can't understand a word this idiot says.
The ghost clown. Do something with it.
Ghost clown is called the Colonel Sprite. Or rather, just the sprite now, I suppose. You can't do something with it at the moment. The only thing you can theoretically do with it is Tier 2 prototype it, assuming that's still possible.
Tier prototype the sprite, or the thing you said. Do it.
One who is supposed to prototype it. The Suburb server user is supposed to do that.
This large platform. Good grief, what is it, boy? What is it, boy?
The Alchemiter created the apple, or the tree that sprouted it, rather right on time to save you from destruction. You're not sure if you can say the same for your neighborhood, though, Rip Todd, Rip Donald. You wonder what happened to your dad. Dad.
Peek over the railing.
You wonder what happened to your dad.
Your dad?
Close to the railing makes you a little nervous. It's a long way down.
Examine the strange blue vase.
Piece of Cruxite you carved with the totem lathe. When its contours were scanned, the Alchemiter was able to produce that tree. How odd.
Boy, open this door and walk through it. What is down here? Proceed, boy.
Is that Uncle Vincent?
Yes.
It's Uncle Vincent! Uncle Vinny!
That's canon. That's what he looks like. It's canon.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Uncle Vinny, it's been a second.
I am fond of this smug fellow.
The myth, the legend. What do you have up your sleeve there, Anderson? Look at that poker face. He's not telling a soul.
Open this.
Dad's room is still locked.
Go in there now. Your plumbing appears faulty.
And Rose did such a piss-poor job of fixing the bathroom.
Sorry.
It would almost certainly be a mistake to try to use the toilet. You would guess that you could just go pee over the edge of the cliff.
Leave at once. No, go back. Boy, go in here. Inspect this ghastly man and his boy.
Savage has a punchable face, your ass. More like a talented young actor's face, who you would want to hang out with if you got the chance, and also if you were not a fully grown man now. Anyway, the thought of monsters lurking in your house scares the shit out of you, which is why this movie is so awesome. But the fact that those monsters could also be your best friend is what makes it doubly awesome.
Is that John Cusack?
You guess so, but damn, that door be covering up your man cage something serious. That ain't cool.
This door. Explain this.
Sure did a number on your house, but you guess she did manage to save your life. You guess.
Observe this box.
Alex Chi.
I almost said
I am
boy
reading
again,
this.
just because I'm so used to it.
Alex Chi, I am reading
The-
this.
Not in the box. I said the bunny is not in the box. Why couldn't the bunny be in the box?
Are you okay?
Are you okay, boy?
Marvel at this adventure in outer space.
This movie is... Okay, this movie is really bad. Not even you can defend it. You've been meaning to take this poster down, actually.
I love how we spent the entire first stream fucking around in John's room, and the entire second stream is
Fucking around in John's bedroom. Yes.
Armed foes of the deceased.
People say the second one was not as great as the first, but you feel just the opposite. It was really cool and sort of gross how they hosed each other down with slime that made people angry. TG refers to the film as Nasty Man Bro Bukake Theater, whatever the hell that means.
Oh shit!
Nasty Man Bro Bukaki Theater.
Oh, yeah.
Examine this unpleasant fluid.
Excuse me?
Is this stuff?
Acquire the small Persian rug.
Dumbass. It will probably come in handy for cleaning up this weird mess in your room. Not that it's a huge priority, though.
Boy, look through this window.
Your tire swing remains unmolested, unlike me. A tree without a tire swing is like a house without a
Sorry, I was
surrounding.
mid-drink.
Yes.
This huge sewing machine. Of what use is it?
It is a huge sewing
I
machine.
do have Flash. I just not using it because the game is kind of messed up. And
Yeah.
The punch cards seem to contain the instructions for carving a totem of a certain shape. You guess maybe other punch cards will produce different shapes. It bears further explanation.
This funny man text. You should ignore it.
Looking at the cover cracks you up. What a great book. Harry Anderson is your hero, and Mike Cavaney's glowing treatment of the man does him every bit of justice. You'll have to give this another read soon.
okay, how many?
I feel
are
like
there?
there's a joke of having John stand on broken glass and saying looking at the cover cracks him up.
Oh my god!
I have a feeling that that's an intentional joke.
How many of these are
As
there? Can we
shitty.
keep going on now?
No, keep reading.
Investigate this device.
Yes, investigate it.
You are still connected to the internet. Rose is trying to get in touch with you. You'll reply in a moment once you have fully assessed your situation.
Go out of the door that is not here. That man with the humorous spectacles. Admire him.
Michael Sarah, your warm smile is a shining beacon in these dark
I love
times.
Michael Cera. I just watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World the other night. Because
That's not even Michael Cera.
yeah, it is. Scott Pilgrim is.
It's not Michael
It
Cera.
is.
It's
I
just some guy that
literally-
looks
no,
like
I
him.
literally just watched the movie last night. It is Michael Cera.
Wait, is that picture actually Michael
Oh,
Cera?
that
This
one- the
entire time I
picture-
thought
the
that he
picture
just
might
kept
not be
referring
Michael.
to it.
The picture might not be Michael Cera. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is Michael Cera though.
Oh, of course. That's like one of my favorite
was gonna
movies. I'm
say,
talking
I
about
was
the
like-
picture with the beagle poke.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
That's not Michael Cera.
Probably not Michael Cera.
Of course Scott Pilgrim is Michael Cera.
gonna
The fuck
say,
you
I'm
think
like-
you thought?
Well, because there's Jesse Eisenberg who people mistake with Michael Cera all the time. But
No, not at all.
I do.
I detest this. Disregard it. Ignore the helicopter.
The Harlequin painting. You have the sentiment in common with John, then, I suppose.
Hello?
Sorry, there's a helicopter.
Oh.
No. Keep moving.
There's two helicopters.
You have no intention.
Someone's going down. I'm sorry, continue.
I miss Boston's sound. It's so quiet in this apartment. I love it.
Believe me,
Lucky bitch. Continue.
you have no intention of turning your head to observe this dreadful thing.
Why does this small man stand there?
He's always ready to serve you with illumination, whether you're reading a book or just enjoying a nice pipe like Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this rubbish?
Okay, even you have to admit, this one's pretty funny.
A small dessert tray. Useless.
In retrospect, it was pretty funny when your dad pied you like that. Got you again by the old man.
Use this to reseal that opening there.
Putting the lid back on the Cruxtruder would undo all it's done. Alas, Pandora's tube has been
That's
opened.
what I'm gonna say to my boyfriend. Ooh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Isn't that bad down there?
Big yike.
Big
Hedgehog.
yike.
Hedgehog. Getting all.
Bad down there?
Yeah, it's that bad. That bad.
Hedgehog
Pulls down
stream thing
pants and
929 where Hedgehog talks about her sex life.
Oh,
These
hi,
bats
Hedgehog.
fly
How's
out
your
of
sex
vagina.
life? And then there's 50 comments all of a sudden.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, everyone's
And like 3 people left. Of course.
Let's shine a flashlight in your vagina.
Jesus Christ.
That way the bats can leave.
Anyway.
James.
Anyway.
Move this absurd edifice and exit your house, boy.
Weighs a ton. You'd honestly be surprised if the game cursor could lift it, or at least not without a significant expense of grist. Of all the places for Rose to drop the infernal thing, more than ever you feel, what's the word you're looking for? Of course, house-trapped.
Vile.
Trap. Yes.
House trapped.
That's what we're reading, right?
Not
House trapped?
Homestuck.
House trapped.
House trapped, yeah.
Vile. Pay no mind to this filth.
Been doing there? Playing with a ball or something? Clowns are stupid.
Wield these instruments of combat.
Any one of these things would make a fine weapon, if only your strife succubus wasn't already
Take a
evident.
shot!
No. Take a shot.
Take a shot!
It's Specibus.
Specibus. Strife
that it?
Specibus.
Yeah.
This is the one shot. The one with the normal word didn't count. For anyone actually doing the legit
Oh god,
challenge.
please
Oh,
don't.
if anyone's actually drinking,
Please don't.
I recommend not.
Please don't. At least do it with sips of beer. At the very least. Then you
Do
might
it.
survive.
Do it.
Stuck words, I do decently with them.
You do.
I only
Do
screw
it.
up like once in a blue moon.
You only screwed
Do it
up
with
Legis
sips of water.
Lacerator about
People felt
5,000
hydrated.
times.
Yeah, and see that in the bloopers.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember if I included that or not. I might have to put it.
Destroy these diminutive soldiers of merriment.
Already allocated. Oh well, just had to finish my line before you
Oh,
interrupted
sorry.
it.
I thought you finished it and then we corrected you, so my bad. But I already said my line's good.
It's worth it to go to the bother. You doubt you could get much for them at a garage sale even. Maybe a grubby palm of pennies and a kick in the nuts for the whole lot of them.
Stow lump of soot for future use, boy.
Sips of milk, says Red X Phone. Yes.
That stuff is
Yes.
really dirty and you don't want it. Besides, you have it on good authority that a significant portion of it is comprised of asbestos. If you or if a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, the financial compensation. Mesothelioma is given to you by asbestos exposure.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Duck
James.
Cat Man.
Yes, thank you, Duck Catman. I appreciate it.
Topple this urn immediately.
Be disrespectful to your Nana and Uncle Vincent. You just won't do it. Or not intentionally, at least. You consider that it is fortunate she is no longer around to witness this sorrow. On the other hand, you would probably benefit from her elderly wisdom now.
No.
So mysterious.
This way. Through the doors like you see in a cowboy saloon. Plunder chest.
My
I'll
favorite
plunder your chest.
pastime.
Would you like to play a game?
Well,
Yes.
Peek in bowl of goo.
Wherever your dad went, he seems to have left in a hurry. For all his absurdities you have to put up with, you sure wish he were here right now.
Examine the smeared substance.
Is this oil? Oh, say, can you see?
Oil? Call the president.
oil?
You wonder what's happened in here. Where's your dad?
This book is too big for a young, stupid boy.
Colonel Sassacre's your favorite book, almost as favorite as Wise Guy. They are both your favoritist of all time.
Sample powdered, uncooked dessert.
Ye miserable wench, stay thy choking airborne particularities.
It's
Nope.
particulates.
Take a shot.
No, don't take a shot because that's on a
Homestuck
Homestuck word.
word.
It's in Homestuck,
Homestuck
and that
word.
makes
No,
it a
it doesn't count.
Homestuck word.
Dragon, your logic is bad.
And yeah,
Dragon was brought to the child.
Your logic is flawed. Go. Don't just.
it is, but it doesn't mean they won't follow it.
Particulates
Continue.
of temptation.
Examine this artwork.
Dad was so proud when you drew this. He hung it up immediately, and it stayed there ever since. That was 1 week ago.
This is a telephone, boy. Now use it.
The phone doesn't work.
Open this door now. This is no time for laundry.
Thank you for being sensible about it, dear boy.
Open these and rifle through them for goods.
Give a shit about what's in there. Probably nothing you'd be inclined to use now anyway.
Exit, boy. Ponder lawn amusement.
How long are we gonna keep doing this, you guys?
We've been doing this for 54 pages.
For
We
as
are in
long
the-
as it takes.
Damn it.
For as long as it takes.
We are 54 pages
Huge.
into this sequence. We are not stopping here.
Okay.
The spring-mounted pogo guide sadly was not swallowed by the void. It will have to wait another day for its comeuppance.
Boy, engage this mangled trapeze display.
Looks like your swing set is toast. You relive fond memories in a moment of sorrow.
Fiddle with the bright, sparkly things.
It's incredibly dangerous. John sensibly disregards your awful advice.
Admire this wall-mounted gadget.
Mysterious force. Your house still seems to be powered, even though the wires are severed. Quite bizarre.
Claim the dangling tree bauble.
Bobble? Babble?
Bobble.
Bobble?
Bobble.
I'm going bobble.
That's correct.
Are still there. Thank God. And no, you are not about to try to claim them right
I don't know,
now.
I would.
Back into the house with you. Go back into the luncheon parlor.
Luncheon. Shot.
Return to the room with the dead hag's remains.
Well, Superintendent Chalmers, welcome.
Hope you're ready for an unforgettable luncheon.
Here, boy. In here.
I still want to know what these playing cards are. I did a lot of research and I couldn't find. I mean,
This is a mess, boy.
Just like my life. Glad your dad wasn't watching you when you did this. He never would have let you hear the end of it.
Inspect this merry band of performers.
Du Soleil once filed a restraining
Did
order
you
against...
say that badly on
Yes,
purpose?
No, he did not.
It's Cirque du Soleil.
Look, I'm gonna...
R.I.P. James.
Is that how you
Soleil,
spell
you-
that?
Yes,
Huh.
that is how you
Yeah,
spell
that's
that.
how you spell it.
Cirque du Soleil.
Interesting.
It's French.
I thought it was Italian.
I only know Amadou fromage.
Wait, James, you don't know baguette?
It means Circus of the Sun. Come on, y'all.
Power.
See, if this was Latin, it would be
Baguette.
Cirque du Soleil.
I'm sorry, I could barely finish my line with the fucking blue text under it.
I hate you guys so much.
Okay.
Oh, James, please
Also,
finish your
I
line
think-
so I can say
I
this in
think
the most
Alex G
flamboyant
is
way.
getting hacked because he seems to be talking to himself. And he mentioned
This
getting
is
hacked
war.
before.
This is war. You hack me. No. Well, have fun with that, Alex G.
R.I.P.
Alex, I feel like I should do you a favor and you know, give you a timeout so your hacker can't do anything. I think that's exactly.
Wow,
what
you're smart, James.
Wow.
that way. There you go. Now the hacker he can't do anything. You have all that time.
I mean, except steal his bank information, but that's irrelevant.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the
Who needs
stream,
that?
You know,
I do.
I know I gave
once
mine
filed
away,
restri-
and I'm doing
once-
just fine.
French word. Once filed a restraining order against your father. You were never so embarrassed in your life.
Just get it over with.
Consume not.
God damn it.
You would, but you're not sure if this dark realm has any hospitals.
I
Or-
said consume nut, James.
Operate this instrument.
Your favorite haunting refrain.
Is this tobacco burning apparatus?
You still have pipe taste in your mouth.
Throw this ugly thing out the window.
Do that intentionally. You only resort to throwing stuff out the window via Sildek's mismanagement.
This man is an imbecile. Ignore him.
Alright, looks like he doesn't take himself too seriously and knows how to have a good time, unlike you. You can only assume your
Yikes.
dad hung it crooked to make it look more whimsical.
It has a knife. Be alarmed by this.
Peace, Ledger.
Rip Ledger.
R.I.P.
Scars.
You want to see?
You want to know how I got in this comic?
Look here.
It's dark out there. Can't see anything for miles.
James, I feel like this one's very pertinent to you.
Seek the riches he guards below.
Offers a friendly wave. But yeah, this is really just another stupid piece of shit.
I see treachery in him.
He doesn't look so bad.
Open this iron vault, boy.
You don't know the combination.
Disregard this nonsense.
Dad used this stuff sometimes to dazzle you with his silly vaudevillian escapades. Really, you couldn't roll your eyes hard enough at his corny act.
Read unpleasant literature.
Just a magazine for those whom clowning around is serious business.
Return to the large room with the gross painting.
And after
Finally!
77 pages,
We made it!
Finally!
Boy, quit
Wait,
all
guys,
this scurrying around.
Guys! Oh no, guys!
what?
Look in the chat, I'm not typing this.
Oh my god!
What's
I'm
being
back.
typed? I can't look at I can't look at it.
Oh, Alexander.
Guys, they got my info, I'm being hacked!
James, stop.
Come on, James. Keep going. Come on.
I did, in fact, say, boy, quit all the scurrying around. So it is James's turn.
Time, this boy's name is John!
Fine, John. Return to your quarter.
back up to your bedroom, tiptoeing around this weird petroleum-based sludge.
Now, John, respond to your friend.
John, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. And not dead, I think.
I know. I've been watching you scramble through your house like a lunatic. You should have answered me sooner.
Oh man, sorry. I was looking around for my dad, and I can't find him anywhere. Have you seen him?
No, I'm sure he'll turn up. We have more important things to address right now.
Where am I?
I don't know that either, but I've determined your neighborhood was destroyed by the meteor. Wherever you were transported, it saved you from the impact. I've been reading reports in the news. Over the last few days, there have been many smaller meteor collisions with people's homes across the world, and they seem to be getting bigger. Yours was the biggest they've identified so far.
Wow, okay. So then I guess if this is all the game's doing, then the point is for us to save the world?
Perhaps.
Moving and figure this game out.
Yes, but wait. We should retrieve your PDA, yet again. It will help to keep tabs on each other while you investigate. I think I can get closer to it if I can replenish our grist supply somewhat. There may be a way to recycle some that we've already used.
Oh, okay.
I'll meet you out on the balcony.
One thing.
What?
You never even wished me a happy birthday. Hello?
I was working on something to send you, but I was running late with it. I didn't want you to think I believed meager well wishes alone would suffice for the occasion. Everything out. That said, happy birthday, John.
Take a shot. Oh, geez, that is silly. Anyway, thanks.
First, take the fabric item on the floor there.
Why? Oh, well, you're the boss. You catalog the towel. What now?
Do as the purple text says. To the balcony.
To the minivan.
To the minivan!
John makes his way to the balcony per your awkwardly worded request.
Wait, take that. The blue wobbly thing.
Stickly decide to catalog the totem, which was used to create the apple tree earlier.
John, recycle the grist as was dictated by your cohort.
Do anything with the grist as of this moment. That is up to the suburb player.
I see.
I
Equals greater than.
I see.
I see.
Yes, that will suffice. Rose deletes the perfectly generic objects. They're pretty generic. 6 units of build grist are restored to your grist cache.
I can't tell if that's him saying equals equal. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Equals greater than.
Expends the grist to drag a new plank from the balcony in the direction of the PDA.
John, run across precarious platforms swiftly.
Other type of.
John isn't sure about that. It's a long way down.
Boy, I said make haste on the narrow cat.
John is very nervous about the idea, and the strident tone of your commands is starting to make him a little upset.
Fine. Proceed as your level of comfort dictates.
Cautiously walk within range of the PDA. Rose retrieves it.
Now take it.
You grab the PDA, launching one of the queens into the night.
What are you guys laughing at?
It go whoosh into the nether.
Whoosh. Bye.
Kafoosh.
Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Did you finish your line all the way?
No, I was
Okay.
wondering if everyone was laughing.
Launching one of the Harlequin figurines into the night. You can kiss that one goodbye.
Equals greater than. Equals greater.
Oh no!
You gotta read it.
Here we go,
You gotta
boys.
read it. You gotta read it. Who was who?
So Fedora Freak was Donald.
Okay.
Well pressed attire was Bob.
Tyre was Donald, right? And Fedora Freak was, I don't know.
No, Fedora Freak was Donald because Donald had the ties
That's right.
incident.
That's
Well
right.
pressed attire was Maybe James.
No,
James was
wasn't one
pipe
of them.
fan 413 because he's
Yeah,
missing.
'cause
We'll press the tire. We'll just call. Bob.
Bob. Okay.
Office urchin was Tom. Todd, not Tom. I always confuse them.
It was Grace Lex.
Grace Lex was. I don't remember, James. Who was Grace Lex 66? We're gonna go Albert's. Because I know James wants to so bad.
Okay.
Thank you all. Report most hats removed from danger. Ties next.
You are in our thoughts, along with Pipe Fan 413. That's James, and his enviable collection of pipes. Enviable collection of pipes.
No, his pipes are not viable. Oh yeah, Officer is. Well, GL Fedora Freak. Savage as many hats as practical. I said salvage, but my accent is really slow. Neighboring house struck by flaming projectile in light of fire hazard.
That's Donald.
No, it's not. Oh, that is.
Donald.
Shit, Fedora Freak.
Neighboring house struck by flaming projectile. In light of fire hazard, evacuating house of all expensive garments.
Hey, status of health / wardrobe Pipe Fan 413.
And then that was Bob.
Submitting inquiry of concern over cataclysmic event. Pipe Fan 413. Reply, please.
Listen. Here we go.
Just one equals greater than command will suffice, thanks. It looks like you're not the only one trying to locate your father after the disaster.
These boring men are uninteresting, yet we've already made episodes.
John, are you okay? You seem a bit tentative.
I guess. Since I got here, I feel compelled to do these weird things I don't really want to do. By some kind of voice I can't really even hear. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Perhaps the early symptoms of an anxiety disorder.
Mom, be right back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you just? Oh Jesus.
You okay, James?
Are you okay? My mom just burned her finger. I'll be right back.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't know that burner was still on.
Oh god, it is.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
it's your fault.
I hope she's running it under cold water.
Okay.
Good.
I was gonna say, James, please instruct your mother the proper precautions after burning one's finger.
Do you wanna?
Oh my god,
we should
what's
wait
wrong
because.
with this?
Yeah.
What should we talk about while we wait?
Abrupt Q&A session with the chat.
Abrupt Q&A section.
Hello, chat.
Let's go. Hello, chat. What would you like to ask us, chat, while James is dealing with the situation? Drugs. I was mad at you. Drugs.
Which burner was it?
Hello, chat is dead tonight. Chat is just.
Maybe it's because we're playing Homestuck. I mean,
Wow.
I mean, you're not
You're
wrong,
not wrong,
but
but there are 23 people watching.
see, but that's less than our normal audience.
it's better than last time.
Our normal audience is generally around 40.
Nah, it's more like 30. It usually gets to be about 28 by the end of the night. It's usually more around 30. I keep tabs. Okay. I hope James's mother's finger gets better soon. Maybe some aloe will help. What is the exact time and date of my death? Now.
No, we don't have that thing treated. It just feels like it's on
Now.
fire.
Redx Phone says, will there be another Cards Against Humanity stream someday?
I thought you were here for a
I don't know.
Potentially.
I mean, we could probably do it, but I don't think we'd be doing people coming on voice chat again.
Probably.
Just because it was such a mess.
It's a big
Took
hassle.
so long. Like if you saw with the most recent like Jackbox games, like when we weren't adding people to voice, we were just blowing through them. Like we were getting everyone done. Everyone got to participate.
Mm-hmm.
But with the Cards Against Humanity, we were always like 3 games behind because it's so long to fucking get people on.
It's not a good time.
Yeah, especially with the voice chat and everything.
So we might do it again, but if we do it, we're not doing voice chat.
Yeah, just because, I mean, as much as we love hearing all y'all's voices, kind of a pain to do it. If y'all really want to talk to me, sometimes I join voice chat in Discord, though that always gets to be a clusterfuck. I join and then... Okay, Aaron Bell says, where did you get that Joker picture? So, okay, that's a story. So I never go to Walmart. I call it hell on earth for a reason. Because it literally needs its own stoplight because of how many people fucking go there. And it's just fucking insane. Everyone drives like shit in the parking lot. It's bad time. But I worked for a flower shop for a couple years, and the owner of the flower shop, my boss, really liked Walmart. And my
Hedgehog, florist, dragon tattoo artist, AU confirmed. Please submit your fan fictions now.
Please do. I may read it on the channel. You never know.
I'm back.
Hello.
All fan fictions will be read on channel. This is official promise by
Mother is fine. By that I mean she's probably not fine, but she made herself a plate of Cheetos and she's going to dip them into ranch dressing.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. How does one make themselves a plate of Cheetos? That's my...
She gets the bag, she opens it, she pours the bag contents into a plate. And then
you mean onto
a plate. Look, my mom just burned her hand. I'm not too concerned.
I mean, portion control is a very good trait to have. I just open the bag and eat the whole thing. So, you know, props to your mom for that.
You know.
That's fair. You have a fair
some
point.
nights you just need to eat an entire bag of chips. Some days it be like that.
I don't think Cheetos are going to feel good around. I don't think hot Cheetos are going to be good with her hand. So,
I mean, the ranch dressing is very cooling.
Yeah, but you don't understand the seasoning is going to get all over her hand, and
that's fair. Yeah, don't eat with that hand. I would advise. Please advise your mother not to eat the Cheetos with that hand.
All right, so I'll finish my story quick, and then I can't stop. That just bugs me about on stream. All right, so
leave her hanging.
I know. so my boss
should have accepted her confession.
Oh yeah, my boss is in love with Walmart because she that. So
oh, you have a job?
I used to at the flower shop. Remember? Oh yeah, you weren't here. I used to work at a flower shop. Technically it was a wedding flower company, but I just called it a flower shop. So I'd have to run to Walmart to get stuff for my boss because my official title was literally delivery. So, because I had a car and I like driving my car, and it was sending me out to get things. So I would go out and I'd go to Walmart and get things. And one time while I was at Walmart, I happened to see this poster bin. I just said to myself, "Yeah, I'm buying that." So I did, and here it is, like $2. It was $5. Forgot how much for at Walmart. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, back.
I just want to say I really enjoy my profile picture the more I look at it.
Wait, which one? On your YouTube or on Discord?
Discord.
On this Discord.
It's a beautiful picture.
Why do I not know who this is? Who is it?
Well, you probably would not know who it is, Dragon. It's a James. It's just a James thing.
Okay. I cannot recognize this character. All right.
Okay, so.
All right, so I take it you did perhaps the early. I think you did that.
Oh yeah.
Didn't you?
Perhaps the early symptoms of an anxiety disorder, like post-traumatic stress.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Well, if you can pull yourself together, there are a few more things we should try, like prototyping the kernel spread again, if possible. Hurry, my laptop battery won't last forever.
I'll go back inside.
No, don't do that. Hop off this ledge onto that car.
What? No, that sounds incredibly dangerous.
Equals greater than. Equals greater than. Equals greater than. Equals greater than.
Just being a pest.
Which turnip truck did you just tumble out of anyway? Who are you?
Years in the future, but not many. An unsealed tunnel welcomes hot desert air with stagnant.
Link.
Boy, you
Oh
there,
my
boy.
god, what?
Why?
You there,
Oh, yeah,
boy.
Somebody in the future? I'm so confused.
Oh, please, this is
so
nothing.
by the way,
I thought it was
Nothing.
just like the Colonel sprite talking.
Nope.
There's like a person.
Yes. This is nothing, Elena. Alamis. People get so confused.
oh, just you wait. Homestuck tiny wimey
is
shenanigans are
nothing.
immense.
This is nothing.
Oh
Nothing.
boy.
Anyway, go to the next page, Hedgehog. Have
yeah.
fun.
Oh, god damn it!
Hey.
Fuck!
Game facts.
Well?
Oh, it's so long, Jesus.
I hate this! I hate this goddamn hussy! Okay, here we go.
30 minutes later.
30 minutes later.
AOOO, an examination of the basics. Upon connecting with the client user, you, the server user, will be met with a control panel allowing you to manipulate your co-player's environment. You will find that you are allowed to deploy 4 items at no expense. 3 of these are rather large machines, and 1 is a punch card. It's quite possible that you have already deployed some of these items before reading them. If this is the case, and you have activated the machine called the Cruxtruder, such that it displays a countdown, you must proceed to section A100 of this walkthrough immediately. The life of the client user depends on it. If your co-player has activated this device in your environment too, then yours does as well. But if not, please refrain from doing anything with the computer aside from merely deploying. It will buy us some time to think things through properly, and to go over the basics of the game before you find your soft, easily punctured head in the jaws of the lion. As mentioned, there are 4 items to consider, each playing a role in a process which appears to have a singular purpose: manufacture objects out of thin air. The designers of the game, judging by the language used, regard this process as a sort of alchemy. This may allude to complexities in the production process yet to present themselves. For now, the variety of objects you are able to create is quite limited. This is not alchemy. Alchemy requires you to make something out of something else, which technically you're... The items in question are
Yeah.
The items in question are the Cruxtruder, again, tread lightly with this one, the Totem Lathe, the Alchemiter, and the Pre-Punch card. I will describe how these devices work in conjunction with each other, and I will use the analogy of having a key made at a hardware store to help you understand. First, deploy all of these objects in convenient proximity to each other. Be sure not to block doors or pathways with them. You can always revise the dimensions of make space for them, but I'd advise against this, or even experimenting with the function. Doing so comes at the cost of build grit, a commodity which appears to be at a premium at the onset, and one you'd be best advised to save for later. Holy shit, this is... I gotta take a drink of water. The Cruxtruder! Shut up, you bastard! Removing the lid signals the moment your life becomes a great whirling batshit pandemonium, somewhat resembling the chaos of an especially ethnic wedding. Somewhere, a soused uncle deliberately shatters china on the floor, muddy livestock is decorated and then lost track of. The question, whose mule is this, at times can be heard over the din. This is now your reality. Congratulations. You are now Jewish, or whatever the fuck. But aside from that, it marks the beginning of the process I'm about to describe. The countdown begins, yes. Also, an entity called the Colonel Sprite is released. But neither of these things are all that relevant to this process, to my knowledge. More on these things later. What is relevant is the unleaded Cruxtruder Cruxite dowels. It will dispense at least 1, though I suspect it is capable of producing more, given parameters I'm not yet familiar with. In my key-making analogy, these dowels represent the uncarved pieces of metal which the hardware store picks from a drawer or a rack, and sets about carving into. 2 following items are needed for carving. The Pre-Punch card. It is a simple Siladex card containing an item. There is evidence to suggest the specific item it contains is variable from session to session. The card I deployed contained a blue apple. Yours may be different. It shouldn't matter, hopefully. Additionally, the card, as you may guess, is punched, like the one used with antique computing systems. The pattern of holes comprises data, which I believe corresponds to the instructions for the item the card contains. That it is pre-punched suggests that there is a way to punch an unpunched card, possibly imprinting it with the data for the item it contains, though no mechanism for this yet presented itself. But the data on the card cannot be used to create the item directly. There is a middleman. The middleman is the Totem Lathe. Okay, I'm going to do this in fast motion, pretend I'm high speed. The Totem Lathe. This is essential for the key carving machine. It will carve you corrects a double and pattern grooves and contours, which makes it unique. The instructions for this pattern are supplied by the pre-punch card, which is in turn delayed for activation to configure chisels. Once the dowel is carved, you have a totem serving as your key, which can then be used to unlock the card item through the Alchemiter. At this point, I will not divulge my key-making analogy and switch to a barcode analogy. which is not a terrible start in your sleep to make, since the concepts of the barcode are essentially the same, one being unique pattern of groups, the other varying block lines. The alchemiter. If you place correct signal carved or uncarved in the alchemiter's small pedestal, the robotic arm will scan the contents with a laser, hence the barcode analogy. This is a way of reading the data originally printed from the card and transferred logic. Though typically this is not done without expense, I believe, an uncarved dial results in the creation of a perfectly generic object with cost 2 cubes of bilgers to make, and I do not advise you to waste resources on it. There appears to be many other variations of grist, ostensibly used in combination to create different sorts of items, which possibly offer some insight to the games use the term alchemy. But quite conveniently, there's an exception. The item on the pre-match card costs nothing. This is good because creating the item is essential. Now that you know this, you can in your own time begin the process. Once you initiate it, naturally there's no going back. It's best to be prepared, but you probably shouldn't drag your feet too long. As I mentioned earlier, this is your only means of... Once you're ready, be prepared to follow the steps in the next section swiftly. A100. So your crux trigger is ticking. Do this to live.
What?
Exactly.
Hold on, I just realized a plot hole here. Alex Chi in the chat is being hacked by Alexander Chi. Perhaps there's a deeper plot here.
My God.
Perhaps Alex has a split personality disorder and he's being hacked by himself. That's why the hacker knows the information. That is why everything is the same person. I just solved this fucking mystery.
My God.
Fuck yeah.
Go, James.
Drop the fucking mic and walk out. Mr. President would like to speak to you now, motherfucker.
I wouldn't like that present.
I'm talking about the good one.
Oh, the good one. There's a good one?
No. Mr. Obama!
Mr. Obama, the cave is flooding. Please save me.
Then perish.
Then perish.
Then perish.
Alright, here we go. In the distance, meteors fall with greater frequency. The fire in the forest burns so hot, not even the rain is putting out. Check status of battery. Your laptop battery is alright for now, but it won't be for long. If the power in the house doesn't come back on, you can think of one last resort, the small backup generator stored behind the mausoleum. Prototype sprite with Betty Crocker box.
Oh no!
I just want to ask.
Oh no! No use of Betty Crocker box!
You're catching on.
I just want to ask, when's the next Jade scene?
I forget. It's somewhere in here.
Oh.
Julius Temmie says Alex is Dirk. Because he's hacking himself. Good joke, Temmie. Good joke.
Okay. James.
Oh man, you're gonna use that? That sucks. What a stupid idea.
We have to hurry along. I'm running low on battery power.
Thanks. That's so dumb.
I doubt it matters. We might as well just use any old crap lying around.
Fine, I guess.
The sprite is playing hard to get. You figure that's what you get for originally prototyping it with that engendered.
I just realized they could prototype the strongest creation of all time. Cake mix.
I'm confused on when, I'm confused on whether, when your narration stops and mine begins. I'm so confused.
It's the fact that we're narrating it with different people is gonna be
sometimes
an interesting.
I was doing it as Rose because I'm moving.
That's right. But I know this one.
Do the potted vegetable instead. It looks delicious.
Pipe down, you.
On you.
This is Rose's decision, not yours. Prototype sprite with sassy critique salary. That was probably.
No! No! Why are they choosing such bad things?
Oh yes, sweet. Now we're talking.
See if you can distract it. I'll try to sneak up on it.
John, flail around in a distracting manner.
Is it me?
Yep, that's you.
Yeah.
Okay. The sprite finds the distracting manner in which you flail about to be rather distracting. Arrow.
The pesky sprite will
equal
lose
sign,
you
bring it
again. Not even the great Colonel himself can outfox it. In narrowly missing with your attempt to create the Colonel sprite, you drop the massive tome. The entire house rattles under the astonishing girth of the book.
Nana's ashes Oh, God bless her.
No!
Jump onto the Sprite, which is
Oh
caught
man, I
unawares.
remember this part.
We have made Vincent Sprite.
Vincent Sprite.
That is actually
The
dumped
first
onto
time
the
I
Sprite.
ever read Homestuck was like the freshman year of high school, and I got to the point where Dave is introduced.
Hey.
So, and all I really remember was like, dear Jesus, please, please don't combine the Sprite with these things.
Caught unawares by the dowsing.
Inspect Hag Ash incident.
The sacred urn toppled again. This time, you're quite sure it wasn't your fault. The Sprite is nowhere to be found, just like your dad.
Remove Crux.
Your dad's dead, bro.
Oh, he's not.
Oof.
Remove Crux from doorway.
And where'd it go?
I can't find it anywhere in the house. No time to worry about it. The next thing we should do is get your server copy of the game from the car. You need to connect to my client so I can repeat your steps and join you wherever you are. Quickly, before my house burns down.
What? There's a fire?
There will be soon.
Jeez. So move this thing already?
It looks
So
We
I-
didn't start the fire.
No, we
It was always
Ready.
burning, the world's been turning.
You can't fight the Homestuck. Oh, sorry.
Yes! You can fight the Homestuck! I have that song on my iPod. I can't remember the
Okay, so-
It's the
Guys, the chat is getting interesting. Now there's a new player to the game, Jennifer Chi.
Oh my
What if?
goodness.
Oh no, Alex has 3 personalities, in conflicting of the fact that he
I
wants to be
feel
a
like
computer genius.
there's a different thing afoot here. The
Perhaps.
second personality hired his sister Jennifer Chi to confront him in the text chat.
Oh no, Jennifer Chi is the main antagonist. Confirmed.
I have to do it. I have to be a hero.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Ooh,
Oof.
it says
Fight
God.
both of
but
you
it's
at
not
the
Chi.
same time.
We did it, James. We stopped the reckoning.
We did it.
The plot in the chat is dating the Homestuck.
R.I.P. Alright, let's keep
Big
going.
ooh.
Let's keep going. Alright. It looks like it requires a lot of grist to move. I don't have enough to relocate the door either.
Christ.
Ah.
0.
Oh, I thought about jumping to the car from the ledge earlier, but that sounds really dangerous.
I have a better idea. Meet me upstairs.
Do again, as the purple words say.
But you thought you heard something behind you. It was faint, but you could swear it was a small, light-hearted chuckle along the lines of a spirited who.
You know who has to.
Wait, who's voicing this character? Is it you or Alex?
I have Rose.
It could be me.
No, it's gonna
That's
be.
true.
It's gonna be
Alanis.
so.
I'm gonna be.
Oh, finally
the
she gets a
Sprite.
line.
Yeah,
Yep.
gonna be the Sprite.
Okay, I mean, I'll change it and we'll figure it out as we go.
Yep.
So,
I'll
Yeah.
kind of tell you when we get there.
I mean, I know it's like a grandma trickster, but like whatever, we'll figure it out.
I'll tell you.
Just
when
give
I
it your
see
best shot.
Yeah.
Ignore this woman's
Yeah,
antics.
that's literally it. That's the worst. When I did it with my.
You're not. You even saw a woman, let alone any of her hypothetical antics. But whatever it was you might have caught a glimpse of, it sure gave you the willies. You head upstairs on your way to the balcony. Your PDA is acting up again.
Indulge the device.
Oh my
but be
god,
curt
it's
with
my
it.
dude! I love him!
Gara the second, so this is gonna be the whole read through, like 2 months of reading. Well, once everyone kind of gets into once the 4 main characters, then we'll probably switch to video format. Happens.
Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, check it out.
Yeah.
And on some new. Oh, I fucking hate this.
I
Oh,
love this one.
Dude, I don't have time for your nerdy raps.
Come on, this is Hellsville. Just listen.
It sounds like you don't even believe me that I was about to get blown up. But I really was. But now I'm in some weird dimension that Suburb sent me to or something. And now on top of that, I think I'm being haunted by my dead grandma.
Huh, for real?
It's true, but I'll talk to you later about it.
I think I could drop some sick rhymes about all this.
Just don't think that all the rapping stuff is really as cool as you think it is.
No, this will be hella dope. Check it. Don't at me. Don't fucking
no, I have to go. Bye.
Okay. This is fucking so poorly formulated.
Do it with full conviction.
Do it.
I will, but I'll be mad about it.
Do it.
Oh, this is gonna fucking suck.
Yes.
Wait. Armageddon's getting waged on us. But I'm getting armed and dangerous. Sending men in space to saving us. See which play is more courageous. Ben or Bruce, dudes reach a truce. Put their blow shoots to use and upsuck it. Affleck's sacrifice, would have to suffice. Ah, fluck it. Bro, be a stained glass saint. Up on the cross getting hella Christ plagiar. Bruce is like off of that crucifix. Enough of this, a fucking savior. Restrained his ass per McLean Redux while Buscemi remained dangerous. When a plan gone astray pays off the wasted crater as ashtray cater into layers of Matt McConaughey's vague remainder dust. Wait, McConaughey wasn't even in any of those Meteor movies. We'll have to do a rap about, I don't know, Morgan Freeman or something. It'll be the president. It'll be called Obama Made It So No One Gives a Shit About Black President movies anymore. See, you've got to fill me in on what's going on, so I have something to rap about besides all your dumb shit movies. And scene, thank you.
That rap was so bad. What the fuck,
I
Dave?
love it so much.
I tried
Only
to
rapping I can
backtrack.
stand.
The only good lines was like the first two, literally.
Yeah, that one.
I'm getting skin waged on
I
us,
love
but I'm getting armed and dangerous.
I love this rap. What are you talking about? It's so.
It hurts me.
That's exactly why I love it.
I hate you.
Enough strange poetry from the red text.
Okay, I have to interrupt quick though. Lupa Van Wolf just gave me the lyrics. John, Egbert, Rosalanda, Send to Sunrise, Up, Jade, Harley, Dave Strider, they all play suburban in the world. That's all I gave me. You can't fight the Homestuck. I can't remember.
Though it's weird and random, it's the greatest fandom.
Random, it's the greatest fandom. You can't fight the Homestuck, though it's random.
No, it's and I think it's and from now on.
No, that's the last one. There's 4 of them.
I know there's another part,
Guys.
but I don't know it.
Alex Chi said that the hacker was gone, but I don't trust him. I think the hacker finally fully took control. I think we should fully get rid of Alex Chi. I think we should. We have to remove him
Just leave it.
forever.
Let's go.
You'll never know if it really is Alex Chi. But then again, if only one of them is talking, maybe some form of large, like self-important, world-altering thing just happened, and the true Alex Chi just came forth. Was it the original? We'll never know.
The real
But
Alex
maybe
Chi.
this is definitely.
Alex Chi, stand up!
Bum 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 psh, bum 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 ba-da-dum.
Oh, did you do the whole poetry thing, Lion Dragon?
Yep. So.
I did, and then you got to read head out to the.
All right. Balcony to find out what Rose has in mind. She is messaging you again.
The purple text is less irrational than the red.
I'm straight. That's me. I'm lifting
Damn
the car
straight.
up to the balcony.
Okay.
Once it is up, retrieve the game. Then I'll put it back down on the driveway.
But the door is locked.
And break a window.
Ed's car.
Just a
Frown.
window, and this is sort of an emergency. Otherwise, I'll pretend I'll handle the car with Otherwise, I promise I'll handle the car with velvet gloves.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
said
mess
it.
up the car, aren't you, Rose?
Yep, car.
And connection lost.
Yep. And wait.
No!
Oh
Oh no!
Aw, my minivan.
The minivan.
No, I have nothing to live for now. Fine, greater than this horrible tragedy.
Alexa.
Play Despacito.
Alexa, play the Meet the Jamesons theme.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Meet the
Despacito.
Jamesons theme.
Jamesons, meet the Jamesons. They're the modern suburban family.
From the Edie Valley.
They're a house right down
The house right down on Young Street.
Let's ride. Okay, anyway.
You're not even gonna fit. All right, that's fine.
Ridiculous folly. Inexcusable.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Garden
god. Oh my
gnostic?
god.
What?
Oh my
What?
god. Guess who gets
No.
to talk now?
What?
Just a certain character is about to speak. Finally.
Is it,
Go ahead and read it.
is it Jade?
Go ahead and read it. Go ahead and read it.
You're inclined to agree and have someone say, go on and read it when they're constantly interrupting me by saying that. You're inclined to agree, but hey, accidents happen. Go ahead and read it. You double check your PDA
Hey,
to
James,
make
go ahead
sure
and read
if
it.
Rose is really.
I like how the entire. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I noticed that the entire chat is now just quoting the entirety of "Hi, like my name is" by fucking Eminem.
Oh my god.
All right, continue.
You double check your PDA to make sure if Rose is really gone. Indeed, this seems to be the case. TG is still pestering you, of course, but another chum is now logged in as well.
What color are the words that this chum said?
Okay, so did you hear how I kind of did the voice last video? Alamis?
I vaguely remember.
Okay. So it's something like that. She's really smart, but she's kind of really happy and
I can't believe you cast me as Yuri again.
I know. Again, all the voices I can't do.
Big oof.
Fine.
Big oof.
I'll try my best. We can slowly work towards it until you find the voice you like the best.
Yep.
I'll just imitate what you did for now.
Yep.
I'm back!
Hi.
I went to investigate the explosion I heard.
Was it by any chance a meteor?
Yes! How did you know?
It's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did it blow up your yard or start a fire or anything?
No, I am fine. It landed a pretty good ways from my house and I went to look at it. And it's pretty big, but Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I came home. He seems to think it's dangerous.
She's probably right.
That voice is better than my
Anyway.
voice, goddammit.
What have you been up to, John? Oh, did you get my package yet?
Yeah, I was trying to get it, but Rose dropped my car, or my dad's car, into a weird, spooky, bottomless pit, and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, no.
Well, okay, I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood.
That's terrible, John. I'm so sorry.
Hey, and my house is too, sort of. That game I was telling you about, Suburb, which I was playing with Rose, sort of transported me somewhere at the last minute. But now I'm trapped here, and it's weird and dark, and I can't find my dad, and I just lost the car and my copy of the game in the pit, and I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse.
Oh. Well,
Oh.
it sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but it also sounds kind of exciting. I don't know, John. Maybe this is your destiny. If anyone can save the world, I think it is probably you.
Wow, you think so?
Yes.
Okay, but it's not even that simple. I was about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from meteors and fire and stuff. But she lost battery power and I lost the game disc, so I think I have to get TG to use his copy to save her. But that jackass won't shut up and stop rapping and stuff.
Abigail.
He is so silly.
Anyway, I should talk to him about it. So BRB.
That prawn Asian
The
says.
green text was attractive.
What?
That prawn
I had to
Asian
say that.
says. Hasia's best girl. Yes.
No way, this is John from the future, isn't it?
The green text was attractive. No, this was the guy in the bandage.
No, is that guy John from the future? I'm betting.
I
it's
mean,
John
I
from the
won't
future.
say whether it is or not,
Wait, what?
but I will
Don't
say it
say.
is in
What
fact
is?
the man in the bandage.
Oh, the
She's
man in
asking if
bandages.
Wayward Vagabond is John from the
Oh,
future.
Yeah, we're not gonna say.
No, please don't say. But it's just a
And
guess.
fresh out of the hospital, obviously.
Oh yeah.
The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again.
He's still
When
going.
the film crew zooms, wait, what? Oh yeah, he's still got.
rapping.
Wait, is this rap still? Oh, it is. Fuck. When
Hey.
the film crew zooms where the president's at, I'm like, if that dude's black, I'll eat my hat. Turns out he is. We're all damned. Director's got gumption. Like, well, flip our shit. He ain't shining shoes or something. It's called free-mancipation. If it's not press election, it's got ascension. In Bruce Almighty, whoops, different Bruce from the one I just mentioned. Drop the mic, bitch.
It's not done yet.
I like giving you a backing track.
Oh yeah.
Ah!
Can't explain to me why this ain't condescend. Whoa, spoiler. Can't explain why this ain't condescension to think I'll shit a brick. Not even he can convey the intention with this quick spun wit. Rather defray all the tension, sit on his lap while he whittles a splint in some guy's eyes where he patronizes, I guess, negrosity? Negrosity? Yes, James. Negrosity's the mother of invention.
Stop rapping for a second, you horse's ass. I have something important to talk about.
What's up?
Rose is in trouble and she needs help. I was going to connect to her, but with Suburb, but I lost my copy.
All right.
She lost battery power. If she can get back up and running, she'll need someone with the game to get her out of there before her house burns down. So I think you should use your copy of the game to help her.
My copy? Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
Why?
I lost it. It's a stupid story. I'd rather not. Should be embarrassing you.
You had two.
Well, yeah, one's my brother's copy.
Okay, well, get his then.
All right, but he's not going to be happy about that.
Also, you might want to read Rose's walkthrough, as very long and tedious as it is, to get up to speed on this.
All right, we're going back to the other pages. I'm reading it.
Oh, God damn it, no.
Oh, man. Nothing really. Look, all I'm saying is the girl tends to lay it on kind of thick, you know?
Thick.
Yeah.
Eyes.
Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to that background generator. Backup generator. Blah.
Background generator?
Yeah, it generates in the background.
Background generator.
Knit laptop cozy to shield
Me.
your laptop from the rain.
I'm sorry, but Lupa Von Wolf, Alex Chi, check. Alex Chi, check. Alex Chi, check. Alex Chi, check. Bueller? Bueller? Bueller?
We can't ban this guy now because now it's become a meme.
Nope, well, he did.
I love how, okay, so the hacker account goes in and acts like Alex Chi. I don't know, I think there's a lot of plot holes in the storyline.
That's true.
James, the plot is just going above your head. If you had any basic understanding of the Alex Chi plotline, you'd understand what's
Yeah,
going on right
It's
now.
not that complicated. You just have to pay attention. I mean, how are you not engaged as fuck by this ongoing plot?
To be fair, you have to have a you to understand the Alex G plotline.
It's even more confusing than Edie Valley. Let's go. That would be such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. You capture log the laptop plus cozy. Equipped grimoire to strike
headshot.
specificity.
You've screwed up more words than me at this stream, I think.
I'm sure I have. I probably have.
It's
Wait,
true.
what?
I'm tired.
She has.
I'm tired. That would be incredibly
Oh.
ill-advised. There are some dark forces you just don't want to mess around with. You understand this better than most. Recapture log your items. You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your... The tree auto-balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Allocate knitting needles to strife specimens. You feel a lot more comfortable with this as a weapon. You're so handy with those needles, you feel like you could probably use them to flay a swordfish. Oddly specific. You lose the root card in the process, severing the tree. Hey, careful with all that stuff. Knit plush cuddle Cthulhu nerves. That would be a preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're quite sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. There are, however, many other specimens of the zoologically dubious you're familiar with, such as... Out the grimoire. Cthulhu, foul partition of misery. To hear his mammoth belly gurgle us know the epoch of joy has finally come to an abrupt end. And Nyub Nicolith, Shame Beast Lord of Grotesquerie, Ride Lord of the Moist Beyond Hood, hearing his melodious chirps and tongue clicks causes one's bones to shatter. These are all parodies of actual Cthulhu.
Actually, it says bones to explode. Thank you.
Shut up.
Manichu 1995 says, foreshadowing the final villain, the Galaxy Swordfish.
That's right. Yeah. Definitely. Final.
Big oof.
Yes. And of course, there's Oglog, the deep one. Whenever he grinds his teeth, all the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuously for a 9,000-year span. He's the first and smallest of the smaller gods, appointed in servitude of a vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods, which caters to the whim of the noble circle of horror terrors, an omniscient, omnipotent order of the elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the further. Discount Lovecraft creatures. Fun. And then there's this strange page containing some rather mysterious notes and summoning procedures. You've never been quite sure what these diagrams are getting at. Okay, I have to pause for a second though, because some of this is actually legit. So I don't know what all of these mean. But if you look at the diagram on the bottom left of the window with the corners circled, that's actually a thing. So one of the stories in the Cthulhu mythos, not by H.P. Lovecraft himself, I cannot remember who wrote it, but the Hounds of Tindalos, if anyone knows the author, please put it in the chat. The Hounds of Tindalos, in that story, these extra-dimensional Hounds of Tindalos can enter our dimension through corners and right angles, which is why they are circled in the diagram. Fact.
Huh.
Rose, take items and proceed downstairs. You recapture log everything the way you want it to appear in the tree and head downstairs. You figured that's enough dilly-dallying. Time to get a move on.
There we go.
You wonder if this rain will ever let up. It's driven since the month began, perhaps long enough to complete its purpose. It no longer even knows how to assuage fire. I don't know how to pronounce that fucking word. Somewhere.
It's assuage.
It's assuage, okay. So, to assuage fire. Somewhere a zealous god threads these rings between the clouds and the earth, preparing for a symphony of fears and play. So it threads on and on, delaying the rays of the conductor's baton. April is the cruelest month, eating lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots, spring rain, American sports legend, Charles Barkley. That's not that.
It's actually T.S. Eliot.
T.S. Eliot.
It's T.S. Eliot.
Holy shit, we have new development in the Alex Cheese Saga.
Oh my god.
He has confirmed that none of it was real and that it was all but a ruse.
Yes!
And we fell for it.
Yeah.
'Twas a clever ruse.
What fools were we to fall for such a clever ruse?
Oh.
Confront mother in hall.
This is like...
Surely your mother is lurking nearby. You should be perfect on cousin what?
Oh, so...
There's...
What?
I just have to say...
Yeah, it's my boy.
It's the boy.
I love him.
James?
I just have to say that Alex Cheat saying that everything wasn't real is a bigger ass pull than finishing Super Mario Bros. 2 and realizing it's all a fucking dream.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, John Hummel says Frank Belknap long. Thank you very much. All right.
There's this really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill, like cool dudes are known to do sometimes. A cool dude like this probably has a real cool name, but he probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. He'd be way too busy for that, busy being totally sweet. But you could always try to guess his name, and if you were right, he might nod ever so slightly. It's a cool dude's way of letting you know there might just be hope for you yet. Enter name. Insufferable Pritt. This guy doesn't have the time for this sort of bullshit.
He just cut that with the katana.
Yes, he did.
Fuck.
I love
Yeah,
you,
he did.
This is
Dave.
why I cosplay Dave. This is
I love
why.
Dave.
Why?
Try again.
Oh my
Dave
God.
Strider.
There's a little sparkle in his
And it's
sunglasses.
totally pixelated and fucking.
Oh, I love it.
Strider family. I love you so.
Strider family.
I'm more of a Dirk fan than a Dave fan, but Dave is really close on that ladder.
I'm more of a Dave. I like Dave minimally better just because
Mm,
fucking it.
that's fair. But so is Dirk.
That's true. But
Your name is Dave. It's an unreasonably warm April day. Your
unseasonably take a
bedroom
shot.
window is open.
Said it wrong.
Wait, what? That
Unseasonably.
that was not an R.
Ah.
I thought that was an R.
Ah.
Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably even more cranked than would be your fly beats, which brings us to your variety of interests. A cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant?
Penchant.
Yeah. You have a penchant for spinning out unbelievably ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You like to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. You collect weird dead things preserved in various ways. You are an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles. And if the inspiration strikes, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. What will you do?
Dave, you are a 13-year-old white boy.
Quickly retrieve arms from cinder block. Nah. Dave, get the damn beta and save your friend's life. This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life, and in any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. You've labeled them with your name in bold red print to distinguish them from your bro's copies, who labeled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upsmanship. Bleed like a goat. Yeah, one-upmanship. Fuck off, Jay.
Should be one upsman.
It should be. Bleed like a goat and piss on your turntable. You would never consider allowing any fluid even to touch your beloved turntable. That would risk breaking them, and a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you want any part of.
Damn.
While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. That sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies for stupid idiots. I don't have a crush on drama. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for ironically humorous purposes at a later date. Examine closet. This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap, like that box, and then bottle. What is that? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Check the blue box. This is the package that your friend John Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. It now contains nothing except a note and a certificate of authenticity vouching for the genuine Hollywood memorabilia which the box originally contained, and which you are now wearing to be ironic but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also included a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet. Proudly and ironically. Take the box. You capture log the box through your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2 and each vowel at 1. The total is divided by your number of cards, and the remainder is the index. Box 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 5. 5 mod 10 is 5. The box is capture logged in card 5.
This one really confused. Explain it a little.
So basically, the consonant and vowel part you understand, right?
Right,
That's part's easy.
Yeah. 2 and 1. Okay.
So what it does is it takes the fucking value of it, which for box is 5 because 2, 1, 2, and then it mods 10. So because he has 10 cards, it mods it by 10, and what the mod is if it's over 10, it will just overlap. So like if the card was 11 mod 10 is 1, so it would go to the 0 card, and it'll basically just where it falls on the thingy.
Gotcha.
That is discrete math,
Okay.
folks.
I will never use this again in my life, but okay.
Only when you read Homestuck will you need to understand discrete math if it is not involved in your major. Examine jar of unknown yellow substance in the closet.
Yes.
Oh, hell yes. It is an unopened container.
Yes.
Juice.
I
You
don't know
thought you
much
were
about
allowed-
Homestuck, but I know about the apple juice.
Oh, fuck yeah. Strider family recipe. It is an unopened container of apple juice. You thought you were all out. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You have got to tell John about this immediately. He will be so excited.
Okay, really quick. I gotta interrupt for this. So Buffsiki 69 is partially based on how I Natsuki plays, but she's also half Dave Strider too. Kind of like a hyperactive Dave Strider. So it was always my plan to, instead of having apple juice, to make orange juice thing, because I'd get these single serve bottles of OJ. But for the longest time, I couldn't get them because they weren't sold at the grocery store. But I'm thinking now I have access to these single serve bottles of the thing for.
See, the funniest thing though is that orange juice is a Dirk thing.
It is?
Yeah, orange juice is a Dirk thing. Dirk likes orange juice and orange crush soda. Orange crush soda is the more the more iconic one, but he does mention orange juice. His love of orange products. So in essence, you would be more delving into Dirk territory by making orange juice.
Well, I actually really like
Orange crush.
Might I suggest a fine cranberry juice?
God, I
Perhaps
hate-
a grape
Oh, I
juice?
hate both of those so much. They're so gross. No.
How about juice?
What?
How about squirt?
Pineapple juice.
Nepron Liaison suggests Fago.
Yes. Listen. I hate soda, like with a passion. I hate.
What the?
But Fago is the only soda I will drink.
Really?
And the only reason is because
Oh, yeah.
it is like a much flatter soda. Because my
Really?
problem is with the carbonation. Fago is a much flatter soda, so I can actually drink Fago, which is great because it's fucking. And there's a fucking gas station that's not far from me where I live that sells Fago, and I'm hyped as well.
Here too.
Hell yeah. Because at first I thought it was just a Homestuck thing, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, no, Fago's
Yeah.
soda," and I was like,
remember
"Wait,
hearing
what?"
about it first from Homestuck and then seeing it in a store one day and going, wait a second. Fago is real. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You capture lug the juice into card 7 because 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 mod 10 is 7. Access Pester Chum and Pester Chum. In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it. In your own cool sort of roundabout way, of course.
Of course.
Good thing you looked at that box he sent you, or you might have forgot. You also might as well ask him about that beta. Kid's been harping about it for weeks. It'd be cool if it came on his birthday. He'd be one happy camp. So, Dave, he's got ill beats. He's got complete bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
He's got dope rhymes, so dope. And Pester Chum and what the fuck was his web browser called again? Hephaestus. And so this is one that we've already read.
Yes,
so we don't have to read this again?
No.
Or are we reading it again?
James.
Because basically, if you weren't already aware, this is back in time.
Whoa.
What? No.
Shocker,
really?
I know. Shocker, I know.
So shocking. All right, here we go.
All right, go online and view sites indicative of your... You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog where you post monthly satirical reviews of Game Bro magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. I'm pretty sure the March issue is just the one that we already read. No, it's just the fucking cover. Grand snack, fuck yeah!
Ah, Frito-Lay, Doritos, Pringles. I love all the fucking motion blur.
You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've been sort of dogging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It is called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
Okay, we have to look at the iconic one. Ready?
I can't wait to be a useless piece of shit all day. Games. Fuck, I'm falling down all these stairs.
I warned you about those stairs.
I warned you about the stairs. Oh no, you got that. Go ahead.
Bruh.
It keeps happening.
I told you, man. I told you about stairs.
For everyone interested, there are 46 comics on this website.
And they are all genius.
And at some point in my life, I will be doing a dramatic reading of every single.
Can I join you?
Because yes.
Can I
yes, you
join?
can.
Can I
It's
join
going
too?
on your channel. What do you think?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
of course it is.
kidding. All right, Sweet Bro and Hella J. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona's sincerity, which is just how you like it. Check the latest page of the Midnight Crew. Make her a member of the Midnight Crew. You figure as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how the new MSPA story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. Midnight Crew. Yes, I love them. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity. Your schemes convoluted. Your plan a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? Use a comms razor on plans and schemes.
I believe it's Occam.
Spade Slick uses Occam's razor, thank you, to carve a circular hole in the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place. Climb ladder and exit hideout. Implement nefarious plot. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable has parked your getaway van on top. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, soul-blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that makes a man feel totally justified in sporting an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades. Skip ahead 100 pages or so. You don't remember where you last left off. Oh no, you don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. It looks like the tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate that Tipping Point may have been an ill-advised motion for a game pickup. John Arm, save your place, read it later. Even though the adventure began recently, it's already over 3,000 pages long. You don't have the time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is.
In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign of wanton disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality. sexuality.
What? Oh, no. No, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I'm sort of a big deal, okay?
I know. Sometimes I wonder how you were ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile when you're always overhearing odd voices whisper, "It's that guy who has a blog."
Seriously? Dudes be worshiping me. I can hardly read without stepping over torsos of the prostrate.
Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of differential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help.
Yeah. I mean, damn, there's like this scruffy little shit at my something. My face flushing the pavement. I'm like, dude, you listening for a stampede of buffalo or something? He braves to look at me and then gives my shoe a little kiss and scurries the fuck off.
Heavy is the crown.
Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to...
Breathtaking magnanimity.
Among other things, I just give and fucking give.
Indeed, nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just lobbying for me to play that dumb game.
Baseless accusation.
Look, I'm telling you, Egbert is all about that game. Play it with you and probably be tickled retarded about it.
I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however.
Yeah, I'll hassle him some more about it. If you look... And look, how about this? You ever find yourself in the position playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play it.
You better play it then, Dave!
More than you know, it precisely mollifies my grief. Eyes of...
John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing.
Can I just say that Dave and Rose's dialogue is literally the best thing in early Homestuck. It is the
Is that how you and Dragon's DMs go all the time? That's how I'm imagining they go.
I don't know what you're talking about. We never DM.
Listen.
Hedgehog, formal language, Dragon, yo.
Yo, shit is looking dangerous.
Yes, he just sends me sick beats all the time, which I just go, what are you doing?
Hey, you can rap. We all know it now.
Oh no,
we all know it
my
now.
My secret is out. No! Anyway.
Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out, but a vague and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Or maybe it is that bumping sound coming from the other side of the door. What is that?
Equals greater than?
Unpleasant fluid pools from beneath the floor.
Troubling. Investigate this.
Trail of this fluid in the hall leading to your room.
Play some hauntingly sick beats.
Oh yeah.
You've had enough of the computer for a while. You feel like you've been messing around. It's time you get your jam on. You pull up to your trusty Akai MPC 1000 sampler and prepare to get sick nasty. Left knob, volume for current sample. Right knob, master volume. Store patterns and F1, F2, F3 buttons. Let's drop some fat beats.
Yeah, why is it blocked?
Wow.
It shouldn't be. I think I did this. Hold on, everybody. You can look.
What's going on?
Who's gonna read Cankry's lines? If we get to Cankry, I'm putting my foot down.
What?
Gara the second said, "Who's gonna read Cankry's lines?" And I said, when we make it to Cankry, if we continue the series as videos that far, and we make it to Cankry, I'm voicing Cankry and I'm putting my foot down about it.
I don't know why it won't let me.
Trigger. Well, there were plenty of sick and fat beats there that you cannot hear.
I could use it just.
Take a sip of the apple juice, despite what John said. Those beets were so fresh, even though you couldn't hear them, they belong in the produce aisle, is what you're talking about. Soccer moms be thumping that shit for ripeness like melons, you know what I'm saying? After beets that fresh, it would be a crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory swig. 2 + 2 + 1 + 2 mod 10 is 7. You can't do it. John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about is Mandel's gross monster piss. Damn you, Egbert.
Also, I just noticed how much of a resemblance Monster Howie Mandel bears to some characters later, especially in the coloring.
Yeah.
Not the only one who steals stuff, you know.
Damn you, Egbert. Jinkelberg.
Steve Carlsberg.
Newman. You recapture log the allocate sword to strife specimen. Your strife specimen is already allocated with the blade kind of straps. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it is in your strife deck, but you'll have to capture log it first before moving it there. Capture log a sword. The ninja sword, 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 is 17, mod 10 is 7, occupies the same card as the juice, 2 + 1 + 1 + 2 + 1 is 7, mod 10 is 7, expelling the juice from your Siladex. It splashes all over your turntables and your copies of the beta.
Big rip.
Get a
He
towel.
should have calculated better.
He should have. You head out to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. You glance at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection and not. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? No, you think not.
Blackstain!
What?
Blackstain!
The fuck? You just say. You enter. Whoa, fuck, I'm 12 again. I need water. There we go. You enter the bathroom. There's a damp towel on the floor you can probably use for this crisis. You stop and pay a little respect to one of your bros, boys up there. Hey, little man, how's it hanging? Get it? Because he's hanging. Capture log damp towel. You take the damp towel, 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 is 15, mod 10 is 5. Expelling the box, 2 + 1 + 2 is 5, mod 10 is 5. Search the bathroom for something slightly less damp. Nah, you just decide to wring this towel out into the toilet to make it less damp. It's now just a towel. 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 is 8, mod 10 is 8.
Why would you do it
Take
in the
towel.
toilet? Why wouldn't you do it in the sink? It's right there.
Because you're wringing it out in the toilet.
But why would you bring it? The toilet is gross.
You... You're wringing the...
Yeah.
You're not dipping the towel in the toilet.
I know, but
You
still,
are wringing it out above...
Still, it's above the toilet. There's germs there. Shut up. I have OCD.
Okay, you take the towel that was only wrung out above the toilet and not in the toilet and grab the box again while you're at it. Clean out the juice. You clean 2 + 1 + 1 + 2. Yeah, 2 + 2 + 1 + 1 + 2 is 8. Up the juice with the towel and hang the damp beta envelopes on your line to dry out. In the breezes of the fan, the betas jostle near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fall out, it would sure be a stupid way to lose.
He's going to end up turning up the fan, isn't he?
Turn off the fan. The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it will ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. That beta is as good as yours forever. You should
Glad
probably
I was
go
wrong.
pester Egbert. Yeah, well, potentially. You should probably go pester Egbert again. You wonder if he found the beta. You might also want to chat about your respective Silodices and fetch Modi if the topic happens to come up. You wonder if he's anywhere near as smooth with his Silodex as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible. Suddenly, a rambunctious crow flies into the open window and snatches the beta. possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless, feathery asshole.
Insert
You yell at the
portal
bird.
references here.
Bird!
Bird! Bird! Bird! Bird!
Est.
Stop. 2 + 2 + 1 + 2 is 7. You accidentally launch the ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all.
R.I.P.
Yikes. So even his
No
words
one-
or his commands count as
Yes.
capture log
Yeah.
stuff? Oh, that's the worst.
No one can ever know about this.
Okay, and on that note, I have to pee really quick, and I can't hold.
In the apple juice container.
Yeah, no, I'm not peeing.
All right, James. Let's keep them interesting.
So anyway, I think the best way to get people interested is to talk about Hogwarts Mystery. Don't you agree?
All right, I'm.
I love the like super small exclamation point which is happening in the corner of this Dave Strider screen. Like he's alarmed, but not too alarmed, but alarmed. Anyway, Hogwarts Mystery.
So how is your game doing right now? Like how is Hufflepuff doing?
Hufflepuff is losing to Slytherin because I've been focusing on the Hagrid thing rather than doing classes.
Speaking of the Hagrid thing, I have one part left, and I don't think it has anything I have to do with energy. So I should probably do that now. I'm losing to Hufflepuff by 13 + 5. That's 18 points. 18 house points. I'm losing. Big.
We're losing
I don't know.
by like 5.
Me is why they didn't decide to make Slytherin go against Gryffindor. I mean, isn't that kind of like a main thing?
I don't know.
It makes no sense. Why Hufflepuff?
Ask the developers.
Okay. I can.
So, chat, how you doing?
Okay, good.
Let's do a. Do any of you play Hogwarts Mystery, or did you guys?
And I'm gone again.
Or did you guys play through a bit of it and then got to the Devil's Snare tentacle porn scene and just go, "Oh no, I have to wait. I gotta delete the app now."
Hedgehog, please.
What?
Hedgehog, please. They're talking about Hogwarts
Oh
Mystery.
God! Okay, Dave, look out that window.
Dave, look out the window. Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry, but at least you never planned on ever using that beta, ever. Anyway, now that a bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in your room. Whoa, wait, what?
I'm back, bitch.
I lived, bitch.
I lived, bitch. You prepare to descend the stairs to your living room. You are standing eye to eye with a familiar foe, a 20-foot-tall granite statue of a mighty wizard, Zazarpan the Learned. Your mother had him installed through a hole in the roof with a heavy-duty crane. Look at that mystical gaze. To peer into those aloof, glassen eyes is to arrest the curiosity of any mortal. To behold the wisdom concealed in the furrows of that venerable face is to know the ceaseless joys of bewonderment itself. Any man so fortunate as to catch askance his merry twinkle or twitch of whisker have his dream fulfilled. Find this grisly abomination utterly detestable. Psychoanalyze mother's love of wizards. There's nothing to psychoanalyze. Your mother clearly has no real affinity for these damnable things. She only collects them to spite you. If anything, she finds them even more repellent than you do. Hated woman. Go downstairs to the kitchen back door. This is my... You descend to the living room area of your mother's expansive, open layout. There's the sound of rushing water beneath the floor. It tends to strike guests as a strange presence in a living space, but it's become hardly audible to you. There's the front door, but hopefully there's no need to make the long trek around the house in the rain. You might as well see if you can slip the kitchen and out the back unnoticed. Your mother's solid copper vacuum statue. Okay, but it's bronze, not copper. But it wasn't always. A while ago, you gave this as an ironic gift to your mom for Mother's Day. You even customized it with a drink holder to support one of her ubiquitous alcoholic beverages. She liked the gift so much, she had it bronzed and put on this pedestal. She even left it even left it plugged in so that it can still be turned on now and then, but never to do any cleaning. It never leaves this display. Sometimes at night when you are in your room, you can hear yelling from down. You must know you can hear it. She's completely deranged. Grab the Eldritch Princess. It's too big to capture log. Not that you would want to move it anyway. The pretty princess doll has been sitting there for months, ever since your mother got this abomination for your birthday as a totally passive-aggressive gesture. You decided to make it much less abominable by knitting Her Majesty a new head and new arms. Now it brings a mischievous smile to your face whenever you walk by. Your mother hasn't removed the doll yet and probably never will. She would never be the one to blink first. Acquire Umbrella for protection from the elements. U is greater than L, U is less than V. You're going to have a hell of a time accessing that card when you need it. You guess you'll cross that bridge later. Peek inside kitchen. The liquor bottles are out in full force. Mom is surely nearby. Investigate richly covered object in the middle of screen. That would be your refrigerator, whose surface have customarily served as the battlefield for a chilly siege of passive-aggressive one-upmanship. This was a drawing you did of your cat Jasper's when you were younger, along with a poem about him. Your mother bought this ostentatious $15,000 frame for it and had it welded to the door. Using the colorful magnet letters, you recently left a succinct message which may or may not have been directed toward anyone in particular, but you couldn't find the letter W, so you just stuck two together. Your mother then purchased a fresh pack of W's and left them there for your convenience. Appreciative of the thoughtful gesture, you left her some thank you note, which you had legally notarized and then marked with a drop of blood. But part of it was touching the floor, so your mother was kind enough to lift the lower portion of the document with a velvet pillow. Attach the W to face as a fake mustache. This is incredibly silly, and you're not sure how it fits into your campaign against your mother or getting your computer back online to escape your doom, but it's hard to resist times, especially when you are absolutely positive no one is watching. Capture log W. W is greater than L, W is greater than V. But that unsightly void in the L pack won't do, nor will the gash in the plastic. You deposit 12 cents in its place, which is your approximation of the letter's value. You also make a vow to return later and neatly sew the plastic shut. Ways to one-up mother. What, James?
Did you just call the W an L?
Did I? I'm tired. Shut up.
What?
I swear to God, you said L.
I don't know.
Isn't just a W two uppercase L's?
Like, it depends on if you break their legs and then switch them up, you know?
No, because like if you have an L, right? Just make a W with your hands, and you'll see that it's just two big L's
God, you're right.
combined to make a W.
Oh.
So why is it not called a double L?
I don't.
I'll never know.
Okay. You now wonder how to address the pillow situation. It seems the woman has you at a clear disadvantage. Perhaps slipping a fresh doily under the pillow will do the trick. Or maybe spilling a bit of Worcestershire sauce on it and then having it dry cleaned and returned along with a laboriously ingratiating apology note. No, there's no time for anything like that. Or maybe, just thinking out loud here, you could use the entire pack of W's as M's. Oh yes, that would burn. We've already done something with that W pack, and there's no need to go back and gild that lily. This is delicate business. And that pillow is rebuttal. Capture log velvet pillow. I love this family. You decide to take, see, you like the Striders, I love the Lalans. You decide to take the velvet pillow and lovingly embroider a poem in praise of motherhood on it. Hopefully you can pull this off before she notices it's gone. See, the Striders use irony to be cool. The Lalans use irony to be mean, and I love
Why
it.
are they so mean to each other?
They do not use irony. They spite. It is pure, unadulterated, coy spite.
Why are they so spiteful? Jesus.
Because they are. Greyman asked, when did the trolls come in? Much later.
Much later, my friend.
Much later.
We're going to be here for a while.
All right, here we go. VE is greater than L, VE is less than VI, VE is greater than U. But it causes your tree to be pretty unbalanced. It surely will auto-balance itself in a moment. And just like that, the umbrella becomes accessible in the root card. That's one of the things you love about the tree modus, the happy surprises. Now at the back door. Okay, enough's enough. Time to get—
Oh my god!
Mother.
You don't know how she does that. You're never safe in this house, but you will someday. And of all things to be doing during a power outage, she's up to her ironic housewife routine again. See, it's irony. That mop bucket doesn't even have any water in it. What an absolute madwoman. Hop over counter, landing in a roll.
Yes, the routine itself is that, but their relationship with each other is purely spite.
That's true. That's true. I prefer spite over irony, though. This bird's gotta fly. Youth roll! The first instant roll.
Also,
snap!
I'd like to make it a point, just because this has always been my can, is that a certain friend of Rose's mom taught her how to flash step. Hedgehog will understand. No one else will understand.
Forgot. Fuck.
Who is
Oh,
famous for flash stepping? Clearly, this person taught Rose's mother how to flash step. It is almost
It's been like 3
guaranteed.
Homestuck, dude. I forget some of the minor details.
Okay. Which parental figure of the 4 beta kids flash steps around? Also happens to be wearing pointy fucking sunglasses.
I get it now.
God.
So are you telling me that there's a Strider parent which wears pointy sunglasses?
No.
Potentially.
Lousy, goddamn, stupid wizards. I think this is.
Get together in a scene,
who is
please.
this? Oh no, this is Dave.
There's definitely fan art. Meanwhile, in the past, you're almost done patching up the hole in your window with the gaffer tape. But it's sort of hard to get any work done when people keep pestering you all day. You guess you better get to that. And I'm pretty sure we read... No, we did not.
This is the Jade.
I have life!
You too.
Wow, okay. Hi, Dave!
Hey, sup?
Not much sup with you, bro.
Good one. It's alright. Been chill, I guess. You know how it goes.
Great. Feeling cool today? Mr. Cool Guy.
Oh, man. You know...
So cool.
You know, shit is ice cold up in here. Shit is wicked bananas.
Yay. So have you talked to John today?
Yeah, we were just talking a while ago about his... Can you believe he uses stack? That kid is ridiculous.
Well, that doesn't sound like much fun.
What was it you use again? Well, never mind. I forgot, whenever we talk about your goofy migraine, what do you want with John?
I want to tell him happy birthday and ask about his birthday package.
Oh, yeah. I was sort of being cagey and told him to check his mail because I was wondering...
I think that did it.
What?
Oh, okay. What?
No, you entirely cut out for me. Did you say your...
I did. I think it did.
Yeah?
And I think mine came too.
So, I guess you want to know if he likes...
No. He will not open it. He will lose it.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
No, it's good actually, because he will find it again later when he really needs it. Which, of course, is why I sent it in the first place.
See, like, I never get how you just know these.
I don't know. I just know that I know.
Alright.
Anyway, I have to go. I have to feed Beck, which is always a bit of an undertaking.
Man, if I were you, I would just take that fucking devil beast out behind the woodshed and blow its head off.
Oh, you're so sweet,
Dave!
Dave!
I don't think I could if I tried.
Yeah. Say hi to your granddad for me, too, okay?
Oh. Yes, I guess an encounter with him is almost certain. It is usually intense.
Well, yeah, isn't it always with... But he sounds like a total badass.
Yeah, he totally is. Anyway, gotta go.
See ya.
Heart.
Get phone. It'll be handy to have your two on standby so you won't always have to go back to your computer whenever someone pesters you. This way you can text message 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 is 18, Mob 10 is 8, no matter where you are or what outrageously cool thing you're up to. So cool.
Oh, heck yeah, another towel hat.
Also, Ventus Agri says I laugh like a...
But doesn't it say it too?
Von Wolf is subtly spoiling Deb.
Yeah, Lupa Von Wolf. Shh.
Lupa Von Wolf, no spoilers. Hush.
They're trying to say it non-spoilery,
But they just spoiled it anyway.
Pursue adversary into that room.
In a while, in the present, sort of, once again, the slippery antagonist eludes you. You only find more of these unpleasant, oily smears.
Wow, I can't believe it's Bendy in the ink machine.
Whoa.
At this point?
At this point, someone is pestering you. Both your PDA and computer register the message.
This chum will know what to do.
All right, I'm out of my room now looking for my bro's game.
Yeah, there is no sign of Rose yet. I hope she's okay.
Well, if she comes back, I'll be ready. You better know what you're talking about, because this could get... Brought my phone. I also took my awesome katana with me in case things get too hot to handle. And they always do.
Cheap piece of shit you have on your wall?
F you. It's sharp and it's awesome and in the store.
Okay, I don't really care. I'm in my room again. I really think there's someone else in this house, like monsters or something.
Howie?
I wish.
Dude, monsters aren't real. That's stupid kid stuff for stupid babies.
Yeah, you're right.
But are you an idiot? Of course there's monsters in your house. Come on. Skepticism is the crutch of cinematic troglodytes. Like, hey, Mom, Dad, there's a dinosaur or a ghost or whatever. Yeah, right, Junior, just go back to bed. Fuck you, Mom and Dad. How many times are we gonna have to watch this trope unfold until it wasn't goddamn funny the first time I saw it? Like, just once, I'd like to see Dad crap his pants when a kid says, there's a vampire in this closet. Oh, shit. Everyone in the minivan!
To the minivan!
To the minivan!
Be fucking dad of the year right there. Okay, so are we having an episode that says there's a closet and James freaks the fuck out?
Yes!
We have to now.
We have to now.
Oh my goodness.
We have to now.
Jameson is Dad of the Year, confirmed.
Yeah.
Yes, obviously.
Wasn't that's the title? That's the title, Dad of the Year. All right.
Okay, stop. What do I do?
What do you have, a hammer? Man, so lame. All right, whatever. You should look into weaponizing your decks. My bro's always getting on my case about it, but man, it's not as easy as it sounds. But if you're fighting monsters left and right, you don't have much choice.
Okay, I guess I can read up on data structures some more. How's it going there?
I'm out in the living room. He's usually here, but I don't see him. Might be playing his mind game on this ninja shit. All I see is a little Cal over there. I guess he can't be.
Oh God, so lame.
What?
See, I just don't know why you think it's cool. His ventriloquist rapping thing.
Oh, Lil Cal? Nah, man, Lil Cal's the shit.
Oh God, no he's not. No he's not. No he's not.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not.
I put him in the thumbnail because
No,
he is the shit.
He is not the shit. He is creepy as fuck.
I want a Little Cal.
No.
If someone has the link to a good Little Cal that I can purchase,
Do not.
please send it my
Do
way.
not send him a link,
Because-
please. He will never let me hear the end of it.
I would love a Little Cal
No.
in my humble abode.
No. No.
Anyway, continue.
Fine, you are entitled to your opinion. I am just saying that being a white guy who is a rapper with ventriloquist doll is not cool by any stretch of the imagination or by any definition of word cool. Ironic or otherwise, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, bullshit. Cal is dope. Puppets are awesome. John Egbert blows. The end.
Yeah, more like the opposite of all those things is the thing that is true. I'm going to read. Good luck with your bro.
Read your book. Stay wary of these foes.
Oh, there's a little Joker monster, a Harlequin.
Whoa, looking cool, Joker.
God damn it.
Monsters.
Oh, wow. Julius Temmie says John Egbert blows like the wind.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow.
Wind is for pussy.
It is for pussy.
Continue.
Only
James.
retarded babies who poop in their diapers believe in that stuff.
Rose, you roll right out the front door.
Oh,
Tooth roll.
Oh, fuck.
oh no!
Strike.
Strife.
Breathe.
Why did you do the Naruto run with the needle?
Yeah. Aggress. Done it.
Again, my theory of them two being friends in this timeline with the fucking pony.
Yes. Yes. Okay. It looks like Mom has satisfied her strife quota for the day. She simply returns to the housework. No point in going out the front door anymore. Might as well head out the back like you originally planned. First, be the pony. Second, trample Mom. You can't be the pony, and frankly, you can't imagine why anyone would want to. But you give the pony a begrudging pat on the snout anyway. Her name is Mabel.
John, turn around.
I get to read this.
Data structures for asshole.
But why do I even bother? The good news! Finally, your revolting incompetence can now be put to use. Instead of accidentally firing a Sildex full of steak knives into a priceless oil painting or your beloved great aunt, you can turn that fumbling fury toward one of your foes, such as the ability to grasp painfully simple concepts. The bad news? I'm tired of explaining myself hoarse to you gibbering fuckwads. In this chapter, I will be phoning it in with the liberal use of diagrams and shitty clip art. What are you going to do about it? You are going to wriggle in your own vicious secretions like the worms you are.
It's viscous.
That's
Viscous.
Viscous.
Either one. I think it's viscous.
Viscous.
Viscous, yeah.
Here, learn something for a change. Asshole notes. Purse your lips together to form a stiff pucker. Apply them firmly to my rear end. I now pronounce you man and wife. Now get in the kitchen and make my ass some dinner, bitch!
Oh, fuck.
I wonder how that would sound in your monotone man voice.
Me? Yes. That's how I tend to read this page in that voice.
Alright, go ahead, James.
You're trying to read, okay? This book is already unpleasant enough as it is without weird voices in your head nagging you to do things. Besides, I thought we already agreed there's no such thing as monsters.
Equals greater than.
You'll interrupt your reading and turn around. Every now and then I feel a little bit lonely. Turn around, Brian. I finally found my snack.
Okay.
James, no.
But you don't see what could possibly be, so oh my god, it's a monster.
Oh my god, wait, Luca Von Wolf, can I make you Cal? Yes, please. I would love it. I would love it and cherish it in Call of Night. Alright.
Equals greater than. Equals greater.
Put the bunny back in the box!
Not the bunny! Not the bunny!
Rose exit. You leave through the back door. Nearby is the transformer which distributes electricity from the underground generator powered by the river flowing beneath the house. Transformer was struck by lightning, though, and no longer works. Wonder if your mother has any plans to have it fixed. You guess she'd just rather play her mind games in a dark house like a weirdo. Me in 30 years. You can see the mausoleum and the portable generator across your backyard. You're almost there. I hope my boyfriend knows what he's getting into. That'll be me in 30 years. Here's Umbrella.
Are you going to be Rose's mom in
Yes,
30 years?
I'm going to be Mom Lalonde. It's exactly what I'm You regather your items and begin the Soggy Truck Mausoleum.
Get up, John. This is no time for slum.
Strife! Smack! Oh no. Sad. John is crying. Forget the W and make haste to the mausoleum. Retrieving the W never even crossed your mind. It's just a stupid magnet. Mausoleum.
John, salvage your weapon and fight.
Strife! Dead.
We reached.
You said, put the bunny back in the box.
Hell yeah!
Now, why couldn't he put the bunny back in the box?
Now exult. Victory spoils the yours.
Plucky Tot.
Lucky Tot.
Victory allows you to scale the first 2 achievement rungs on your etch ladder.
How do
You
you
are
pronounce
now-
that dragon? I go Ecolader.
Etch ladder.
I say echolader, but etcholader I've also
It
heard.
really
so-
reads like echolader, though.
Probably does. But you can do whatever you want. And the point.
This one's
Etcholader.
up for debate because I've heard it used. So
Plucky Tot, with a new feather in your cap to show for it. The Echo Ladder rewards your bold ascent with 125 boon dollars. You waste little time in storing them in your ceramic pork hollow. Additionally, climbing the rungs has boosted your gel viscosity and cachet limit.
Oh, Gray Man, fuck off.
wait, what?
Gray Man,
Hey,
fuck
Dragon
off.
found that little cow dolling.
Gray
Yeah.
Man, fuck off! No! Gray Man, stop! You have been stopped.
Tire says echolader. Sean.
No.
Echolader.
No!
Now it's the echolader for sure.
The
For
ladder.
sure, the echolader.
Damn it.
Yes, thank you, Grayman. I will look at your DM app.
God
Did
damn
you
it.
say equal sign greater?
Yes.
Wait, I did.
All right.
I did a while ago.
By expanding your cachet limit, you've
Isn't it
made
just
room.
cash?
Yeah, I think it is cash.
I always pronounce it cachet, but I've heard it again both ways.
It made me feel bad when I said cash, so I'm just gonna say cachet.
Yes, James. Cachet.
By expanding your cachet limit, you've made room for all that nice grist you just collected. You now have 32 fragments of build grist and 10 fragments of shale.
What about that card?
It seems the shale imp has allocated the bunny to its strife specipus. Sort of a stupid thing to use for a weapon, but you might as well grab it and stick the bunny in your strife deck while you're at it. It will at the very least be safer there.
Okay.
The 2 specify in your strife portfolio. No self-respecting strifer would be caught dead without one.
Gather the scattered bits of your large hammer. That is not a euphemism.
It seems breaking the sledgehammer altered the abstratus from hammer kind to handle kind, even going as far as expelling the head of your smaller hammer from your deck to force compliance. You didn't even notice in the heat of the battle. You grabbed the sledgehammer handle, expelling the useless Harlequin figurine.
Now repair the hammer.
Merge the sledgehammer head with its handle and return it to your strife deck, repairing the hammerkind abstratus in the process. The smaller hammer handle is ejected from the deck, since of course handles of any sort no longer belong in there, obviously.
Fine. Now what?
You, but you don't have time to deal with his nonsense right now. Something is amiss in your room. You can't quite put your finger on it.
Rose, hurry and activate the generator. You fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. It, of course...
Oh, that little cat angel is so cute! I love it! It's so cute!
You fire up the generator and drag a cord into the mausoleum. It, of course, would be foolish to run the generator inside a confined space. Generator safety is everyone's business. He filed too. Sorry, Jaspers. Have to make space for the laptop. Besides, your final resting place is already a mockery. You should have decomposed years ago under a bed of petunias like a normal cat, not given to a taxidermist and fitted with a tiny custom-tailored suit and then stuffed in a coffin built for infants.
Okay, but like, yes, that's super, like, that's really indignant, but like, that's hilarious.
It is.
A little suit.
I am going to be Mom Lalonde in 20 years. Plug in your laptop. You plug in your laptop and connect to the internet signal again. Everything predictably falls out of your Silodex, but you're not about to get bent out of shape about it. You bigger fish to fry. Looks like Dave noticed you're back online. He pesters you like clockwork. And there's John. What on earth is he up to now?
The door, John. Look at the door.
Okay, what if I found a link to a cat angel hedgehog? Would that be better? Yes. And that...
Can you guys stall for a bit?
Yes.
Whoa.
Stalling. Stalling. Stall.
I got this. Ready? We're gonna... Yeah, right there. We're reading the next Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff comic. Let's do this.
Hold on, let me. Can you, if I can't.
Just type in Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff in your browser.
Okay.
It'll be the first one to pop up because you already clicked on.
That's right, Sweet Bro
and then we're going to.
There we go.
We're going
Next
to
comic.
number 46. The game is a foof. No, I just clicked the bottom. No, that. Yeah, the game is a foof. Last time, I say butthole.
Indubitably. Who put shit in
Who
my...
put shit in my pit?
The plot thicken. All right, we gotta go next comic backwards now because we're at the final.
Oh.
Sweet Homes and Hello Waston. Poops.
Riodio.
Next comic backwards. Riodio. Flip. Rock Soulboat.
Wowie bee!
Chess.
Yes.
Poon.
Retard. Hans, don't do that, you chumstick!
Checkmate. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff.
It's time to get
ripped.
Fucking incredible.
Next one. Dude, stop yiffing my butt.
Yiff yiff. That face though.
Next one. Sports. Charlie Brown.
Isn't it better this way?
This
Charlie?
is what the reference.
Lift off, whirly bird. Oh my god.
Next one.
Yes.
Easter Sunday.
Oh my god. Don't just stand there, you worthless fucking slob. Hide the egg! Tube!
Suddenly, weed dreams.
Hide me, you bloated douche. No, this is just
No, this is just on the table. Oh, that's you still.
It's me.
Never mind. Weed dreams.
It's not hiding. This is under my own ass, stupid. Try a gag.
Sponsor
Spoons
Buds and Babe Stock.
and Elena's just
Next one.
Elena's
In
just
Zoo.
totally toned down at this point. She doesn't care anymore.
I refuse to watch these.
Who gives a fuck about that elephant and its butt and its gray mutant penis?
Loose up.
Anyway,
Ha 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 ha. Dude, check out this fucking squirrel. I'm giving it
Okay,
my
I'm
puppy.
back.
God damn.
Are you back, James?
And scene.
And-
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for joining us for this
Is he back?
impromptu- Yes, he's back.
Yes.
Thank you for
Oh,
joining
thank
us for
goodness.
this impromptu Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff reading. Tune in for more of that
All right. You're right.
sometime.
You're right. You're right. Didn't Rose yank the door off its hinges and prop it on your bed? Someone or something has put it back and left it slightly ajar.
Incredibly alarming. Investigate.
It's the Who's.
That's
or is it
Alamis.
Yeah.
That's Alamis.
Oh, man.
What? This is so outrageous.
Here it is. This is my favorite song.
No, it just plays music.
Pester John. Oh, except it's pestering Dave instead. Yes.
Oh, there you are. John said your house was burning down. Are you on fire now or what?
No. For now, I have retired to the safety of a smaller building which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence.
Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get the same. Oh, John told me to get the game to help you out of there. So now,
Working on it?
I have a feeling you said you were lying.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just gonna
did.
go. Yeah, my bro's copy. Long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little.
You're referring to your brother's collection. Yes, I love this conversation.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever, or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think up some of this shit is going a little far and it's kind of fucked up.
I've seen
I just read a little further.
I've seen his websites. I like them.
Yeah, well, you would. Oh man, I wish little Callow wouldn't look at me like that. With those dead eyes. Jesus, sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me and I wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out.
Interesting.
Oh God, why did I just tell you in my dream? You're gonna have a day with that.
I am currently scrawling notes furiously into one of my many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you, published papers forthcoming, because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get moved. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not.
He won't answer me either, but I am watching him. I suspect he's preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed as a clown.
All right, I'm out later.
Big challenge, apparently.
Interrogate this mad woman.
Blog.
Hell yeah.
Nana?
Yes, dear.
The living daylights out of me.
Perfect.
Well, I guess it was a really great prank. Good one, Nana. Anyway, are you really my dead Nana?
Of course, John. I have come back to help you on your journey through the medium and beyond. I am delighted to see what a fine young man you have turned out to be, just like your father.
Okay, I guess I'll just take your word for it. I don't remember you at all. My dad said I was really young when you died. Hey, speaking of which, do you know where he is? I've looked everywhere for him.
He's alive!
He's beating imps over the head with a fucking broom.
Because he's a badass.
Dad's a badass.
Your father was kidnapped!
Oh, no!
When you crossed over to the medium, he was apprehended by the very forces of darkness which your presence here has awakened.
What? Okay, so what is the medium you were talking about?
It is where we are now, a realm that is a ring of pure void, dividing light and darkness. It turns in the thick of the insipidus sphere, a place untouched by the flow of time in your universe.
Because we are inside a computer or in the game software or something?
A computer? Why, what is that, dear? Some newfangled contraption like the horseless Autobots car?
Oh, well, it's like this machine that,
Of course I know what a computer is, John. I was just pulling your leg.
Okay.
No, John, you are not inside a computer or software or anything like that. Try not to be so linear, dear. The software that brought you here was merely a mechanism that served as a gateway. Its routines, in a way, serve to invoke this realm's instance, yet it stands independently of any physical machine, and somewhat paradoxically, always has.
I'm not sure I get it, but all right. So what do I actually need to be doing here?
I think it would be best if we started with the big picture.
Yes. Alright, wait until the thing is done before you
Go on.
Here we go. Okay, Grayman, I appreciate the little cow puppet. I do not appreciate that it is $300.
Alright, go ahead and read it, Alan.
I will obtain it later in life.
Ahem, excuse me, young man, I am speaking.
Sorry.
Above the medium, beyond the 7 gates, residing at the core of the insipidosphere. Fuck, I said it wrong. Residing at the core of the insipidosphere is a place known as Skya. Is it Skya?
It's Skya,
Yeah.
Okay. Known as Skya. Legend holds that Skya exists as a dormant crucible of unlimited creative potential. What does this mean, you ask? I am afraid my lips are sealed about that, dear. But needless to say, where a realm of such profound importance is concerned, forces of light will forever be charged with its defense, while forces of darkness will just as persistently covet its destruction. And as it so happens, at this, okay. We got a chess match.
There's no music.
Stalemate. Yes, they have dueled in this manner forever. That is, until you showed up.
Me? Equals greater than.
Yes, you, John. Before your mishap with my ashes, you may recall the sprite's previous incarnation, which resulted from its kernel's hatchling. You see, this hatchling occurs automatically in response to your arrival. The result is a pair of kernels, one dark, one light, each carrying the information they were prototyped with before the hatch.
One goes down to a kingdom entrenched in darkness, the other up to a kingdom basking in light. Each comes to rest in an orb atop a spire, of which there are 3 others in kind. The 4 spires are situated above a throne, and these 2 thrones preside over the 2 respective sovereign powers. And once the kernels are situated, that is when the game is afoot. The true war begins. Light versus dark. Good versus evil. This is a war that the forces of light are always destined to lose without exception.
A quest of futility, then.
Oh, really? Then what's the point?
That remains for you to find out, dear. For you see, the journey you are about to take is the ultimate riddle.
Whoa.
For now, your objective is to proceed towards Skya and pass through the first gate, situated directly above your house, not even terribly far. The gates will become progressively more difficult to reach, so you had better be prepared to sharpen your adventuring skills.
How am I supposed to get up there?
You build!
Equals greater than.
Hey, I think I get it now. So I guess the battle against good and evil is sort of irrelevant? Well, I don't know. That all sounds kind of weird. But in any case, we build the house to get to these gates, and then I can save my dad.
John, you are severely oversimplifying the ramifications of your actions. Did you not get the fucking backstory I just read? Jesus Christ, you dumbass!
Yes!
Well, you need lines.
Can we headcanon
You
that
need
as
lines
the
eventually.
Anyway, sure, John.
Grateful for the amount of lines we gave you after you thought you could only get 6.
I'm so grateful. I'm so glad I'm Nana Sprite. I can actually speak.
We solve this ultimate riddle thing and save Earth from destruction.
Oh no, I'm afraid not.
Equals greater than.
Your planet is done for, dear. There is nothing you can do about that.
Oh.
Your purpose is so much more important than saving that silly old planet, though.
And that is?
I just have to point out, I love John's like
Yeah.
just yeah.
Yes, I will have to agree with the float hag about
The float.
John, you are such a good boy. I know you will succeed. You are a good boy, and good boys deserve treats.
Hooray!
I am going to bake you some cookies.
Oh.
Huh?
The hag mentioned cookies. Pursue her.
That's just what you need. More baked goods.
John, you do not say no to cookies. I command you to get.
Abjure the hell out of that idea. You're so busy abjuring, you don't even notice Rose has been trying to pester you this whole time.
Hit John in the head with box to get his attention. Give John a swift drubbing to the noggin, but he is undeterred. That is some fit he is throwing. Perhaps you will take this spare moment to contemplate the Nana Sprite's strange tale. It may also behoove you to record your thoughts on these developments in your Game Facts walkthrough / No! It can be hard finding time to update it. In fact, you're not even sure where you found the time to write what's already there. Type. Oh, is that so, Jaspers? And who do you think you're looking at with that smug grin? The last thing you need is sass from a dead cat. It's pretty much all his fault that you're in this mess in the first place, so he can just button it.
John, cookies, now.
Outright!
This impudence is insufferable. Go get the cookies.
Well, when you put it so politely, how can John decline?
John, you are stupid.
Bananas.
Stupid dog.
That's not a command. It's nothing. It's stupid. You're stupid.
For the last time, I
Command you to get the cookies, boy.
It's just not going to happen, buddy.
Years in the future. But really not enough time to. An agitated finger slips mid-keystroke.
Extremely agitated finger.
Beans! Mustard!
Human etiquette!
Human etiquette!
And just when you thought.
Okay, this is the last thing I'm gonna read tonight, I think. It takes me 6. Probably is. This one's not bad.
Oh yeah, guarantee you it.
This one's not bad.
Oh, this is going to take a while.
I don't mind this one though. This one's not bad. This isn't like total like technical jargon the whole time. All right. B100, the long and short, the medium too. I may have been a bit hasty advising you not to bother with the prototyping process. If I spared any detail, it was only to optimize your chance of survival. And if you find yourself begrudging the absence of instructions allowed would have resulted in your demise, then I guess that makes 2 of us. Otherwise, you're welcome.
Odd.
But the fact appears that prototyping the kernel sprite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control of the environment, a place known as the medium. If prototyped with 1 or 2 sufficiently, albeit loosely humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it offers the chance to have all this explained to you by an apparition guide through whatever sort of sketchy doublespeak prototyping element genders. In lieu of this, you may be forced to settle for my clear, thorough explanations and assiduous dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. If you have made it to the medium with an unmolested vanilla sprite, well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and I will go into this further soon. Though to what extent this actually is bad news, I'm not sure. I know only the results of my co-player's current configuration, wherein the sprite was prototyped once before the departure and once after, which brings us to the good news, that you can still prototype after your departure and salvage the massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition phantom guide, so long as you avoid prototyping with terribly inert items such as the brass door knocker and your father's pornography collection.
Side.
Prototype the sprite with Playboy confirmed. Do it, folks.
Actually,
Yes.
Actually, that might be interesting. If you are struck by the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. So yes, you can enhance your sprite in this way, but doing so after your departure will no longer induce effect on the medium. That can only be accomplished with 1 or more pre-departure prototypes. In fact, we can extrapolate that there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite. Here's a prototyping in relation to departure. Both before, 1 before, 1 after, both after, only 1 either before or after, none. Those occurring before will affect the medium of the kernel's hatching process, your guide, i.e. the sprite. Those occurring after will only affect the sprite. The effects this process has on the medium, or more globally the insiposphere, are still vague to me. They have to do with flavoring the forces you will struggle against, and generally all forces at odds with each other realm. It has given me some insight into the nature of the game, which again I derive through extrapolation. We appear to be engaging an instance of a dimension with a highly flexible set parameters, a series of objectives, mythological framework. This framework seems to begin as a sort of blank template and evolves with the player's actions, and likely further evolves with the addition of more host/client connections, and thus more prototype kernels. I regret to say I can't be more specific than that without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have occurred to me, however, questions concerning the kernel sprite, which I've raised implicitly already, such as what is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium, or a doubly prototyped kernel for that matter. Even more salient are questions about this dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete, or is it a unique blank instance of the dimension created for each player? I have no evidence, but instinct tells me it is closer to the latter situation. There is no indication of any other players present in this realm. Alterations in the realms particularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess every separate client/server pair activates its own fresh copy of an instance, or a unique session, if you would. But the quantity of players is a further complication that invites more questions. It seems the game was designed to suit 2 players most naturally, the server and the client. Through a mishap, my co-player and I have slipped out of the arrangement, and the only logical course of action is to continue playing is to string a daisy chain of server and client connections together until presumably the chain. Theoretically, we can chain with only one other player, functioning as a server to my client, and the client current co-player's server, assuming we cover it. The strange thing is, though, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 reciprocal divided currently, not 3. Does this mean we are destined to have a 4-player? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does, and if this proves to be the case, I trust I will be sufficiently numb to the realization. I can consider nothing about this game surprising at this point. In fact, from the first moment of play, it managed to deviate so far from my expectations about what my original was. I had chances to test some information I obtained during the completely. Instead, the game catacombs securing the dark, twisting paths to next rather on accident. Perhaps you don't. You think organization? Need maybe waist deep logoraic sludge trim down. Blah. She's not finished with this yet. Jeez, cut her some slack. Maybe you can go bug someone somewhere else for a while, or at the very least, someone else. All right.
And next time on the stream, once in the past, but not many.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Stream. Homestuck is getting interesting now, and we have 16 people watching the stream, ladies and gentlemen. 16 goddamn people. Thank you all for staying.
You stuck through it. You stayed.
You stayed.
Y'all are the real MVPs.
Absolutely.
Thank you for staying.
Thank you so much. Yeah, once this series starts becoming videos, these are gonna. I don't fucking care. I had a fucking blast tonight.
Hell yeah.
It was a great time.
Hell yeah.
I have a lot of fun reading. All right. So, thank you all so much for joining us. All next week. Oh, I should make an announcement about next. I'll probably still do something on the Discord. But for now, next week is going to be Dead by Daylight, which is a multiplayer game you can play online. Woo! Dragon and I both have copies of this and are able to play it. Alamis and James, on the other hand, are not. I know James is going to be there commentating. I don't know, Alamis, are you planning on being there to commentate as well, or are you going to be out this time?
I think there's only need for one commentator, and I'm also a busy bee who has many things to do, so I'm a skedaddle.
All right, well, we'll see Alamis soon then, hopefully. So if you would like to participate, I will leave on the Discord server a link to my Steam profile. If you could please befriend me on Steam, I will accept your friend request, and I will put you running to play with us. Keep in mind, I'll probably friend you all once it's done, just because of clogging up my. But please that when I send out. And I'll see you guys on. Yes.